Hi. We're here.
Wait, important.
Oh, wait. Am I muted? Okay, good. We're good.
Important.
Hello.
Do that for Danny.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to Rosewolf Online. It's been named after someone specifically. You'll know who you are. Presented by Thembos and Dragons. I'm Izzy, and I will be your... That's... Headmaster isn't the thing. I changed you. I think I said torturer. Yeah, I'm going to be the torturer this evening. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We'll start with our usual opening announcements, starting with thanking our favorite goose and character artist, Mackie. Thank you, Mackie.
You're welcome.
Mackie is here, playing a character that is obviously right there.
Yep.
We will be making some new tiles for the next game, the next session, but tonight we'd like to shout out Carly for the Aldrich Academy name tiles that they adapted from the logo created by Mackie. They are beautiful, always have been beautiful, all the beautiful. And lastly, but not... What did I write that? Leastly, we'd like to thank Sam, our background artist, for allowing us to turn your beautiful backgrounds into an overlay. I need to use the word beautiful less in my writing. You can find all of our artists in the Twitter link that's going to be in the chat. Someone will do that. I think it's usually Danny, but it's there.
All my hard work every stream, and it's attributed to Danny. It's fine.
I always thought it was Danny.
Oh no,
You
it's
do
me.
everything.
It's
okay.
me.
It's always you.
It's me under the Thembos and Dragons account.
It's always you. Okay.
Not real, actually.
I thought someone was giving you a break, but apparently no one is giving you a break. So
I don't know how to do
knows
it.
how to do what Sid does.
lastly, we'd like to thank each of you, and especially Sid, who does everything. No, thank you to all of our followers and subscribers for taking the time to watch our crazy backsides flail around haphazardly. We couldn't flail as hard without your contributions to our community. And speaking of community, come and join our moderated Twitch chat. This is totally not a script at all. Yep, all off the top of my head. And now for Liz with the donation tier. See, I changed Squid into Liz, so that was
my turn. Haha. So for our donations, we have a $1, 100 bits. You can grant guidance, which is a +1 to a player's roll. For $3 or 300 bits, you can do inspiration. It's my second time doing it, so deal with it. Inspiration, which a player can add a D6 to their any roll, but pretty much damage. And then last but not least, we have the new player who dis, which is $10 or 1,000 bits. Pretty much you get to create an NPC, which is really fun. So those are the donations.
Awesome. And hi, Danny. Are you going to be watching the whole thing, or are you just going to, tune us out? Because, I get it. Anyways, are we all ready to do some of this, or whatever happens, and see if we die, or stuff, and things?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yes, and welcome, Rowan. I forgot.
Also,
Rowan's here.
I don't know where you are on my screen because I'm not looking at it. Yeah. Here. There's Rowan.
And I apologize for any of the themes that may seem annoyed or agitated with society in my opening. I kind of went off a bit. There might be some sarcasm you detect. I don't know. Anyways, after a terrible pandemic devastated the world's healthcare systems, humanity worked together under science and did everything in their power to save lives. You can already taste the sarcasm. Though it took 3 months of global cooperation and international lockdowns, the pandemic was slowed and humanity could mostly return to the way things were before. While everyday life faced several temporary restrictions to protect the vulnerable, everyone understood without protest. Here's my continued sarcasm. The global cooperation was indisputable. Everyone did their part. As the world entered the pandemic's second year, vaccines were developed and donated worldwide, regardless of the cost. Humanity was grateful for the hard work of our virologists and other medical professionals. The pandemic entirely changed the way the world cooperated and opened its collective eyes to what we could accomplish while working together. With that, the economic landscape also changed. Still wanting to make a profit, companies implemented countless options to work at home. To their surprise, while they noticed that their workers often took more breaks and other things like that, but In the long run, they were more productive and called in sick less, which is proven, but they don't care. This realization brought on the creation of more online positions, and eventually even hobbies like playing video games could become paying jobs. Gold farmers, they were collectively titled, could gather in-game currency or items for as many hours a day as they'd like and sell it back to developers, who would then turn around and sell the currency and items to other players who didn't have the time or interest in farming. That would be a great way, honestly. And while it required a lot of regulations to be put into place, gaming companies were still able to make a profit while also paying a living wage to those who chose to work at home. Why do I feel like there's people chatting about this? Even the casual gamer could sell their in-game currency back to the company to make money when things were tight. I know that a lot of this, again, this is all important. This new movement to online positions only further grew after the development of the cranial cortex virtual reality system. Now we're into the plot. The CCVRS, a virtual reality headset that allowed you to use your thoughts to play or work inside the virtual reality environment. Companies even started moving their entire offices online and into the virtual reality space. Furthermore, the cranial cortex allowed all persons to work, laugh, and play regardless of their physical or mental circumstances. Very good technology. This continued for 20... Yeah, why are people messaging me? I'm working here. This continued for 20 successful years, leading us to the present day, March 6th. Yes, I took that. 2042. Over the last 3 months, though, strange rumors have started circulating in private chat rooms about an illness called cortex dependency. It's rumored sufferers couldn't disconnect from cortex without immediate and serious withdrawals. Those afflicted would become seriously ill and often require hospitalization after removing their cortex device. The only known cure was to reconnect the person back into cortex. Their symptoms would immediately halt the moment they were plugged back in. While there wasn't any evidence, it's rumored that there's an entire makeshift hospital in different locations filled with cortex dependency victims, though there's no evidence of this. And our story does not begin in such a facility, at least not officially. Gilroy, you're here, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is everyone good? Did we get through all my sarcasm?
We did. Also, can we please get to, as a society, that sort of lifestyle? Because I'm really...
It would
just
be great.
plug me in. I don't need much
Yeah.
else.
It's early morning. You work the overnight shift, so you're exhausted, but it's Lily's birthday today, and you didn't want to sleep through the day. Thankfully, the bus after your morning shift is fairly quiet, so you really didn't have to worry about people crowding you or anything. So, while it took the better part of the morning to arrive at this medical facility that definitely doesn't exist, it's always worthwhile to see Lily outside Rosewolf Online. Inside the medical center, you see a young woman in her late teens with dark hair sitting behind reception. You know her as June, aka Junebug in-game, since literally everyone plays. She's 17 and the daughter of Ronald Warbucks. I was really trying to come up with like a Ronald McDonald name. The man who pays for the facility and their patients' medical care. Unfortunately, June is the very worst stereotype of her generation. Her face always seems to be buried into her cell phone every time you've seen her, and either by intention or distraction, she never seems to notice the bell alerting her to your arrival. You'd usually say something, and occasionally it slips out in polite conversation, but you recall that she's good friends with Lily, and the two are basically inseparable like siblings, so you try to tolerate her behavior a little, but only a little. But were she anyone else, you'd definitely be giving her a piece of your mind about work ethic. With that said, Gilroy, and all of these long words I've had to say, can you please describe your character so I can stop talking?
Yes, I can. Gilroy is a tall, lanky man with long black hair kept tied back in a neat ponytail. He has icy blue eyes rimmed with permanent bags that are partially obscured by a pair of thick-rimmed glasses. Despite the early morning, he dressed as smartly as he could, dress pants, dress shirt, and a nice blazer. First impressions of the man are usually he's stern or sick, but really, he's just tired.
That's fair.
Yeah, all the time.
June doesn't seem to be aware at all of your entrance. She's still looking down at her phone behind reception.
I will just go, ahem.
She immediately, with the phone in hand, looks up, sees you, her eyes go wide, and she throws it directly onto the desk and hides it underneath papers because she knows you. And she sits up straight. I don't know if this was pronounced. Is it Ainsley?
Yeah.
Last name?
Yeah. That's right.
Mr. Ainsley, I didn't hear you come in.
It's fine. You rarely do. And it's an important day, so I won't report you.
Yeah, good morning. How was work?
Miserable.
That is what Lily always says. Dr. Livma is with Lily right now. She squirms awkwardly. Lily told me that you'd likely be dropping by in the morning, even though she said that you should sleep first. So I mentioned it to Dr. Livma, and he's like preparing her or something.
Perfect. I did sleep for a half an hour.
Yeah, I think she wants you to do more than that, but that's cool. Did you want me to tell him that you're here?
That would be lovely.
Yeah. And she picks up one of the like office phones. You actually see her phone because the way that she reaches for it hits a bunch of papers, and you see her phone launch upwards, bounce off the table twice, then fall onto the ground. There is definitely a crack noise that, sounds like something broke, but she just shivers and pretends like it didn't happen and dials a number on the phone, and a couple seconds later there's an answer, and she just says something along the lines of, "Yep, Mr. Ainsley's here. Is she right? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Livma." Hangs up immediately.
Can I pick her phone up? Like, did it land on my side of the counter?
Yeah. And there's just a small crack at the bottom of the phone on the screen. It's not too large, but it's definitely, based on like the little shards that Skip pushed aside, is definitely a fresh wound.
That's unfortunate. Those are expensive. You should take better care of them.
Yes, sir. She takes the phone back. I'm assuming you were handing it to her.
Yeah.
Did you want me to take you to her room?
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay. And she stands up and quickly adjusts her clothes and then starts heading down the hallway. So, you said work was bad. Did anything bad happen? She's trying to make small talk, but clearly not great at it.
Yes, a lot of bad things happened.
Like what? Did a fryer turn on fire or something? I don't know how this works.
No, that was the night before.
Oh, wait, so there really are fires?
Sometimes. Things don't. It happens.
Yeah. Not around here. Fire would be bad. Anyways, and she opens one of the doors. Here, say hi to Lily. I'm gonna just go back to the desk.
All right. It was nice seeing you.
Uh-huh. And she awkwardly walks back towards the reception area.
I scare that girl, and I don't know why.
So you step inside the hospital room?
Yes.
Cool. Inside, you can see that Lily is still attached to one of the Cortex devices. Dr. Livma is there, who is currently reading the different, numbers and stuff that are on. I don't know how medical technology works. I'm not going to pretend I do.
There's an EKG meter they could be reading.
Yeah, like those machines, and looks over at you. Today might not be the best day for pulling her out.
Oh. No, today was the most important day for that.
She's been rather fragile the last 2 days. We could try, but I can't assure you that there won't be any immediate symptoms.
No. Her health is more important than. Yeah,
Just in case, we do have a location near reception where you can also log in if you choose, or you can return home. Whatever you. I apologize for dragging you out here.
No, it's fine. Yes, I think I'll do that. Am I allowed to leave a gift here for her?
Of course. What did you bring her?
Could I have is there still artists that commission stuff online in this world?
Of course. Always.
Could I have got a little plushie of her character?
Perfect.
Okay, but it's wrapped up, so I'll just leave it on the little table beside her.
Okay. I'm sure she'll like it when we can. Did you want me to call you at a point when it's more available, when she's more available, or?
Yes, that would be good. You have my number, and if I don't
cool.
answer, just text me. I'm probably at work.
All right. Did you want to use the visiting room?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. Do you need me to take you there, or do you know your way?
Have I been there before?
Yeah, you've been there, but she can't always leave the cortex.
No, I can find the way myself. Yes, please take care of her.
I will do my best.
All right. He will leave the room, kick a wall, and go find the guest computer.
All right. We will move on to someone else while that is unfolding, because I don't want everyone sitting here with these faces.
Faces. One more thing. I will just look at June as I walk by, but it's his resting angry dad face, so however she reacts to that is up to her.
So you're just giving her resting dad face?
Yep.
She was not on her phone. She was actively waiting for you to come back to and has her phone pushed aside and somewhere else. And you could see her swallowing hard as you walked past her. And she's like, I don't know what I did, but she's got that face like I did something and I'm in trouble.
Perfect. All right, that's all. Now you can go to someone else.
Okay. We will be coming back to you. I just need to give people some other things.
Oh yeah. No, it's fine.
Across Edmonton, in fact, in the downtown center, far away from the possibly illegal medical facility that doesn't exist, is a young woman returning home to her apartment with groceries in hand. She has short blonde hair, bright green eyes, and is wearing a green headband in her hair. Yes, it's just Nora. Shut up. Dressed in a warm, form-fitting sweater and pleated plaid skirt, she fumbles with the keys before ultimately opening the door. Rushing inside and into the kitchen, she unloads all the bags onto the floor in front of the fridge. Clearing her throat, she calls out, Rachel, are you still with us, or are you already in your weekend slumber? Can you please describe your character?
I'm here. Rachel is a tall young woman with an explosion of curly, almost black hair and green eyes. She looks like she might not have slept in a week. She wears a green and gold University of Alberta hoodie that is clearly worn pretty much every day and probably not washed nearly as frequently as it should be. It has several different pride buttons pinned to it. She's also wearing a skirt with a dinosaur print and warm gray leggings.
Perfect. Did you want anything solid to eat, or are you ready for your saline diet?
Well, I mean, remember last week giving me something solid before I log in ends up with a mess.
Why do you do that to yourself?
Cuz sometimes sometimes it's just better to live there.
Get it. Aren't you worried about getting it?
No. I mean, whether I mean,
I know that the media is like playing it down, saying that it's modders trying to break into headsets, but like I heard there's this strange building that they put up a couple months ago is actually a government facility where they keep all the people who are sick with Cortex.
really?
And furthermore, I've heard there's like buildings like that are everywhere. The chat
That
room I
sounds like
frequent.
American media shit.
Well, I mean, but they're saying that there are thousands of people being kept there. At the very one right here. Yes, it's only a small building, but like they could be underground.
I highly doubt that that's an issue. And I mean, if I end up living my life online, I can still I've got my thesis defense into the semester, and I can do that online. I mean, I'd probably end up doing that online anyway. So, eh.
I mean, I guess. But like, you're cleaning
Probably.
the mess yourself. Just saying.
Well, I'm already set up.
I can't believe you have your character do 48-hour fucking sessions with a saline drip.
A saline drip and very industrial strength diapers, and you're set.
Anyways, so you set up your usual weekend. Yep, I love this.
I don't do it every weekend.
It's still great. I'm sorry, it's just great. So you set up, you log in, everything seems normal. Back across Edmonton. In the secret underground facility that definitely doesn't exist.
Well, I was going to ask if it was actually underground because I would know that.
No, it's not underground. And there are clearly not thousands of people here.
It's like those fake office buildings that are actually just massive server rooms.
Yeah, definitely. You get to the visitors area and you're able to see that there are a couple other people here who are set up in their respective chairs with the headsets on, visiting, other people who are in here. One of the nurses wipes down the chair to make sure that you can see that it's clean, because cleanliness is very important in this society. And no one complains about that at all. They clean off the specialty headset in front of you as well, and then prepare you for also logging in. As you are about to, you do see that June also sneaks into the room and goes to one of the chairs. She just passes you and gives a slight wave and says, I'm on break, I swear, before logging into one of her own devices as well.
I will contemplate how early of a shift that means she had for a 17-year-old girl working first thing in the morning. And
She's
sigh
been
deeply.
here overnight. She's the overnight person.
Definitely sighing deeply.
And she doesn't have to follow the same protocols because she's doing it herself, so she gets to log in before you do, but after I'd say about 5 minutes of them wiping things down and cleaning things up, you're able to also log in. Um, it's a very weird experience from the visiting room, because while you're used to being able to like lay down and rest, this is more in a chair setup, and it's less private. You've got like privacy screens and stuff like that, but it's still pretty open. So you're not able to get as comfortable as you could at home. Whereas I, in this kind of situation, would just take my pants off. But anyways, not important.
He might actually be used to this because he plays from the cafe next to work often. So
So yeah.
he's cool. It's fine.
It's normal for him then. And you log in to the game, but there's a strange background noise when you log in that isn't normal, but doesn't feel uncomfortable, because by the time it's like a raising tone that's just getting louder and louder, and by the time it would start to hurt, it stops, and you just find yourself standing in the middle of Storm Forest. I am naming it right now. And you can see the small city, which is not going to just be called... Why didn't I name these cities? Hold on. City name. I prepared everything but this, apparently. I
It's
just
called
realized I did not
Storm
name
Forest
the
City.
damn city. I named a whole bunch of NPCs and other things. I am a professional, I swear. Starter Village. I can see the facepalm you're making, but we all know they name a city Starter. Starterton, or something.
They're back.
As a game dev, I agree.
Yep. And you're just outside the city, which you can see several of the NPCs just, minding their own business and running around. And moments later, you're bumped into from behind as someone has clearly logged in roughly at the same spot as you.
Oh, sorry.
And turning around, you can see Junebug, June's character, looking up at you with horror, as if they knew that you would be here, but they didn't realize they would be literally bumping into you. Hey! They awkwardly raise their hand.
Greetings. Shall we go find Sparkle Cat?
Yeah, that sounds great. Cool. And they just awkwardly walk alongside you as you head into the city. Notably, this isn't where you logged off last, and the game does keep track of that. So
Okay,
that's a bit weird.
I was gonna ask if that was the case or not.
You actually logged off in like the top tier city in your nice little guild house that's well designed, and this is not where you expected to be.
Did you log off your Junebug?
And now we got everyone's name, Smiley. Hi, Smiley. You log in around roughly the same time, and you can see these two figures heading off towards the village, and this is definitely not where you left either. It's very strange to be out in this part, because you're usually from it's the frozen part, right?
Yep.
You would never be caught dead in this area. This is trees, forested, nice green grass. This is not what you're used to at all.
Freezy Libraryman! Freezy Libraryman! Why am I here?
I will turn when I hear that.
You see Smiley standing before you.
Oh. Smilodon Tricks, is that right?
Smilodontrix. Yep.
Smilodontrix. How nice to see you.
Are you supposed to be here too? Is there a is there thing happening with Guild Thing here?
An event?
Not that I was aware of, no.
Not that I was aware of either. I didn't log out here.
I don't know what you mean by log out, but I was not teleported here mysteriously by unknown forces either.
Right. Sorry, in character. I did not bring myself to this location.
Very good.
Thumbs up.
Well, actually, no, it's not good because it's weird. Well, that's fine. We can ask some of the fine people around town.
Yeah, and we'll find Lily Sparkle Cat 5000
Yes.
somewhere. For sure. And
Yes.
you approach the city, and the NPCs, they usually have a very similar patrol line where, you know, they'll just walk around a couple areas, they'll say a couple lines and then turn back and go in front of their houses. And this time, they're actually interacting with each other in ways that they weren't before. They're having full-on conversations about the weather, which is not something they did. You can see that usually there'd be like a bird that lands on a certain stump because you've been here 1,000 times, and that bird instead is just nowhere to be found. Usually when you walk by it, the bird's always there. It's very strange that all these things that you're used to happening are now gone or changed.
Village is lively today. Are we going to learn things today?
Village is rather lively today. Well, the best way to learn things is to just ask people. I will approach a random villager. And how do you interact with NPCs in this game normally? You don't have buttons, so
usually
you
just talking
talk
to them.
Okay.
You can, yeah. They will respond to you in ways that they can, but not necessarily full-on conversation. You see one of the guards, which I assume is the person you would approach because they're the ones who have all the information on what's going on. Regular NPCs don't have the same type of coding.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, I'll approach a card. Good morning.
Hell,
Is that all?
yes? Am I supposed to say something else? Good morning.
Good morning. Is there anything strange happening this morning?
Other than you three?
Yes. Other than us three.
I mean, no.
Wonderful. It was nice talking to you.
Yeah. All right. Have fun.
I will
Those
lean
two-
over to
What is with
Junebug and
them?
I will lean over to Junebug and whisper, "There must have been an update."
Yeah, they're like confused and stuff. Usually they just say the same stuff over and over again.
Yes, that was rather odd. Usually you just say hello and they tell you their whole life story. I'm a bit confused.
Why are these three people just standing there?
Also, it's very odd for you to interact with one and them to acknowledge we're not even in a party.
And then you just see the two of the guards just looking at you kind of weird. One of them has their hand on their sword because they're really not sure what's going on. And the other one's just like staring.
I noticed the hand on the sword.
Yeah. And that's new. They would never, the only time they ever had their hand on their sword or drew their weapons is if creatures came close to the city.
Well, then first I will look to make sure there are no creatures close to the city.
Make a perception check.
There's a wild
Okay.
boar at the gates.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, there's perception. Ooh, it's a 7.
A 7? You don't see anyone approaching.
I have also made a roll for 17
Okay.
for a total of 21.
Cool. You don't see any creatures also like lurking or in the distance. You check the forest. You know movements quite well. You've been tracking. This area isn't common to you, but you get the general idea of where things would hide, and you don't see anything either. This guard has got his hand on his sword as if he's intimidated by something, but there's no one here to intimidate him.
There is no need for that. I'm sorry if I startled you.
We're lost.
Yes, we are lost and not normally from around these parts. Quite
I can
further
tell.
north from here.
Some more of your folk are in the tavern.
Ah, perfect. Very useful information. Thank you. I will
Yeah.
give them a bow.
All right. I got them to leave.
To the tavern, then?
So you're heading towards the tavern? With this very rude NPC who's not very sure how to handle this?
Sir,
Yes.
you're a guard. Welcome the people to this new town.
Yeah, they put the
we're
most
just used to
social
NPCs
person
being
here.
like, welcome. Walking to the tavern, the three of you.
Before we leave the guard, I will reach into my bag.
Yeah.
And pull out a snowball left over from the most recent winter event.
Cool.
And hand it to him. Thank you.
Takes the snowball and looks very confused because he doesn't know how to react because he clearly he's never seen a snowball before in his life. And he's holding this thing and he drops it because it hurts and he's not really sure what to do about it.
It's a snowball. You throw it at someone and it's fun.
If you want to test it, you can throw it at June.
Don't those hurt?
Only if there's rocks in them.
She kind of hides behind Smiley. The guard then reaches down, picks up the snowball, and throws it at the general in like an underhand throw towards Smiley, and it then like brushes up against your arm and kind of explodes into this glitter of snow that begins pouring down, even with the gentlest of tap. And he's like, "That's so freaking weird. Was that magic?
Well, it's left over. It's left over from the most recent winter solstice event.
What's a winter solstice?
Like with the seasons?
They look between each other again, very confused. I will remind you, we are from the far north, in the land of eternal winter. We see a lot more winter than you do here. It's just a custom of ours. Don't mind it.
Yeah, alright. Carry on.
Sticks in the mud. Alright, to the tavern?
I have 350 more snowballs.
Perfect.
I believe that too. So you reach the tavern, and usually as you approach, the door opens itself. It doesn't.
Huh. How novel. I will open the door.
Yeah, you open the door, and the smell of ale, old ale, and different kinds of bread and soups fills your nose.
Is smell normally programmed into the game?
No.
Okay. You know, if they could waste their time adding little flourishes like this, they could concentrate on more important things.
I mean, I like it because I'm used to I would just get a little notification. But now I can smell all the things I'm supposed to smell.
Yes, it's a nice.
You smell like magic, and that's weird.
And you
How would
smell
that
like
smell?
a lot of things.
But you smell like magic. I don't know how to describe that.
It smells like purple.
Purple? But I'm an ice mage.
In the corner, you see 3 elvish persons who are definitely very different from everyone else around here, who appears to be a boring humanoid NPC. These elves are dressed in regal attire. They have very fancy weaponry on them and are definitely not something you would see in the game usually. Each one of them is very similar in appearance, almost as if they're triplets, like in an actual triplets type of way. But it could just be that they're the same sprite multiple times. Sometimes developers get lazy. You never know.
Sometimes.
Do they look like NPCs though, or do they look like player characters? Like you can usually tell.
They look like NPCs. They don't have like names above above their head in a way where it shows like an indication that they're a player. But also thinking about it, no one here has names above their heads, any kind of indication that they're player or NPC.
All right. Well, just in case, can I try to open a menu and see if I have PvP turned off?
You raise your hand to access the menu, and you find that the menu doesn't respond. It doesn't appear in front of your hand.
Well, that's unnerving. Do I know from talking with my daughter if she was able to open menus?
Usually you all can. Yeah, it's a video game. Usually they have names. You can open menus. It works just like a game.
I just didn't know if it was different for her because of the whole.
No, it's the same.
thing. Okay.
Yeah, she's just logged in at all times. She has her own house. They have like special housing for all players, but for them it's even more special because they can actually sleep in it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we better go talk to these important-looking triplets.
Why?
But that's probably the quest, right?
It's just what you do. You talk to important-looking people.
Yeah, you walk into a tavern and you get a quest. At least that's how Reyes does it in my favorite comic. Haha.
But
I knew my story was great enough to become a comic.
but they don't.
Sorry, they don't what?
Hmm.
They kind of smell like purple too, but not in the good purple way.
The breaking character. They don't have the things over their heads.
Yes, and neither do we. Also, breaking character, could not open my menu.
Breaking character, I can't open my menu either. Do we have to do this? The thing?
It's an old LARP thing.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
If they're going to install updates, they're supposed to have, patch notes when you log in.
Oh yeah, those things. I don't really read them.
I don't think a lot of people do, but you really should. They sometimes hide important things, like when they change how to open the menu.
Everyone, by the way, at this point is staring at the 3 of you having this conversation in the doorway.
Why are they looking at us? We said we were breaking character.
Can we help you? says one of the bartenders from behind the long L-shaped bar thingy, because I stole that from Liz. Thank you, Liz.
Actually, yes, you can. I have some questions about those people sitting in the seat over there, the triplets.
Are you saying that out loud?
To the bartender, kind of
Yeah.
hush hush.
The three of them kind of look at you like, huh? They can hear you. You know that, right?
No, I didn't. Well, I guess I just don't care. Go ahead and talk to me about them.
And this younger, non-binary, in-between person who you can't quite tell, but very pretty, looks over at them, looks at you, looks over at them, looks at you. They're nice patrons who have paid all their bills.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, can I get you anything? You need a drink? Or have you already had some, maybe?
What I'm lacking in is sleep. Perhaps we could have a room?
A room? Sure. That shouldn't be a problem. Do you need one room? 2 rooms?
Just one.
Yeah, that'll be like... God, what is the currency in this game? We're doing a new system. I can't remember what this one... Is it still the gold, silver, bronze thingy? Or copper, I mean?
Yee. It's still gold, silver, copper.
That'll be 2 silver.
Fine.
And that includes a meal and some drinks if you want them.
It's one room for 2 silver with a meal and drinks. Does that come with more than one meal and drink?
Yeah, that's for all of you to share the same room. There's
Perfect.
3 beds.
Perfect. Thank you. I will give you 2 silver. Hang on. Wait. I can't open my menu. And there's no little pop-up telling me to pay.
Here! June goes into the bag and pulls out the coins. It's in your pocket right there. And puts the 2 silver down on the table. And the tavern person takes it and puts it into their pocket. Here's your key. And then they put the key down on the table and slide it across to you.
Thank you very much. I will just motion for the other 2 to follow.
I will follow.
Junebug also follows. So, I thought, okay, where are we supposed to meet Lily Sparkle Cat?
Well, I believe she was just going to be at the guild house, but we're not at the guild house, so this is a problem.
And I can't open my menu, so we can't teleport there.
Correct, and for some reason NPCs can overhear conversations with each other, which is abnormal.
This is really weird.
So I guess we will discuss here. Should we approach the, definitely very nice, pay all their bills, elven trio of purple magic smelling?
No.
Why not?
Because
Are we doing the thing?
because I think something's broken.
Something's broken?
Like maybe the patch is buggy.
Oh, we are out of character.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, why don't we just try
Typhos
logging?
just said the word NPC, so I was going to assume that we were out of character for now.
She's gesturing to try to remove her helmet and can't seem to.
It shuts down your motor connection, sweetie.
Oh,
Yeah, it overrides your motor signals. You're not moving in the real world.
right. So, how do we do it then? If we can't press the button to get out, and we can't remove it,
Oh dear.
Did we just get Sword Art Online?
What is a sort out on? What does that even mean?
No, we can't. We can't because unlike Sword Art Online, someone outside could just unplug us. It's fine. It doesn't take over your brains or whatever.
It'll be Art Sword Online, yeah.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm not playing at home, where I am alone most of the time. All of the time. All of the time. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be here all weekend no matter what because my roommate knows not to disturb me, except to change the IV.
Ivy? Are you another Cortex?
No, I'm just addicted.
June, you are not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, right. Dad won't care.
Well, and considering we can't log out, that's weird.
We should attempt to find other players and see if they are having the same problems.
While you're having this conversation, you notice that the three, and I apologize to the other two. I really thought this would be faster.
No, you're good.
You notice that the three elves are kind of looking
Yeah.
over in your area.
I thought we went up to the room.
Yeah, we went up to the room, so
Oh, I thought
all
you were
the
down at the table.
Oh no, sorry. I wanted to go to the room so all the NPCs weren't continuing to overhear our
Oh,
conversation.
okay, cool.
I think we were
Then I
insane.
understand better. Then no, you don't notice anything with the elves. Nothing's
Yeah,
happened.
we just don't.
Nope.
Yeah, we're in
Nothing
another
happened.
room. Presumably the mount system and we can go to the stables and request that they bring up our mount, and then we can go
Wouldn't
to the
it take
guild.
3 whole actual days to travel? Because isn't this world supposed to be like super vast if we can't teleport? What about the teleport people? We could get to a city and talk to the teleport people.
Yeah.
Yes, we can certainly try all that, but I think we need to find other players and find out if we're having the same issue. Because if it's just us, then the problem's even weirder. But if it's everyone, hopefully they'll patch it out quick enough.
I mean,
Because, like, I've seen Lily using her device before, Sparkle Cat, so I don't think that this is something for the thing, the NDA.
Yes. Let's not discuss that.
She's so bad at this.
Yes, someone never taught this 17-year-old girl what an NDA is.
and I will try the menu gesture.
Yeah, it doesn't bring up.
And then for good measure, just in case the controls got flipped, I'll try with the other hand.
Nothing happens. That would be funny if the whole solution to everything was just people trying with their other hand.
That's the April Fool's.
The only
Day
reason
patch.
anyone ever figured out how to log out is because someone was left-handed or something. Like,
and the controls got flipped accidentally in the
Yep.
update.
Yeah.
Well, so it's not inverted controls.
Let's go find some other people.
I mean, let's face it, adventurers do not look nearly as put together.
Oh, that too.
I mean,
usually mixed-matched clothes or like super extravagant though. Like because of the glamour devices, like they could just be super pretty and it would be weird.
and
Yes,
I mean,
everyone else here is very drab. We should just find someone with metallic dye on their outfit and we'll be fine.
you I mean, you've seen the guy with the teal helmet. I don't know where he got that, but he says it's for the stats.
Oh, the super naked guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Just the teal helmet?
Yeah, he says he
Underwear?
just wears the
Everything?
helmet.
Yeah. That guy? So weird. Don't know why. Just dancing everywhere.
He says it's for the stats, and I have no reason to doubt him.
I do
But
hope.
that's a player as opposed to an NPC who wears matching clothes.
So
Or clothes in
I see what your
general.
problem is. You're saying it's going to be super hard to find any actual player.
No, it's going to be super easy. We just can't do it here. Because no
Right.
one stays in the starting area.
Right.
No, even we weren't in the starting area, but started here. So I think our chances might be
Don't
higher
we
than
have
normal.
to complete a quest to get out of here, though? That
Don't?
railroaded you all fuckers. No.
I assume we had done that before, so we would remember that's the thing.
Yeah.
I
Do we
mean,
remember where that quest started?
Here with like usually an elvish NPC would be at the bottom of the tavern, and they would approach you immediately as you entered the building, but no one did that.
And they didn't look like any of those three triplets.
No. The three triplets are very strange and NPCs you've never seen before.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
we've
we've
all already done the collect
Yes.
30 rat tails type things.
We've done the starting quests.
Yeah.
I guess. But I thought that once we leave this place, we just don't come back. I thought like Beginner Village blows up. Everyone dies, that kind of thing.
Right.
No?
Did that happen?
I don't remember. I didn't start here.
Oh, right. You started in like the winter place?
Yeah.
Yeah, in this
Mhm.
one, we have to go like stop some evil super scientist person who's like clearly a stereotype and defeat the evil monster before they crush the girl or whatever. I think it's supposed to be based on some Frankenstein stuff.
This
What
was
the
my starting
fuck?
village, though, because I was an elf, or
No, this was Sparkle Cats.
okay. All right. Well, let's go find that NPC, I guess.
But like maybe yeah, this is just weird.
We'll keep an eye out for any other players, though.
I mean, are either of you getting any heads up notifications at all?
No, I can't even see my health or my money or how many runes I have or anything.
I
If
mean,
I-
they automatically hide, but they're not appearing when you think about them, and that's weird.
HP, HP, HP.
Do you normally feel things?
Oh, message Sparkle Cat. Nope, nothing's happening.
Is there like a touch sensory in the game?
For
Normally?
Yes, because that would be part of the combat.
what?
Okay.
Being able to feel things and touch things? Yeah.
Okay.
Smell's a new one.
Smell is new. All right.
I mean,
I will.
I can totally see how if they're adding new sensory
Ooh.
things that they would have trouble with. Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's go look around. And we'll open the door for them and let them go out first.
Okay. You open the door. Let these two go out first because the wizard doesn't want to leave a room first. You open the door. Junebug steps out first. I'm assuming followed by Smiley.
Mhm.
And stepping outside, you can see that the stairway is clear. Junebug starts heading down, and on the third step, she stops and kind of starts taking a couple steps back.
What's wrong?
It's so weird that they all just stare at you.
Oh, keep going.
And she keeps walking down the stairs. Hi. And they all start, like, kind of minding their own business as she awkwardly waves at everyone. We should probably leave.
Yes, we probably should.
Across the game world. Inside of a castle surrounded by storms and lightning, is a young man, or youngish man, who is slowly preparing their morning's meal for the entire castle. I am going to finally introduce someone else. And Hawkward, can you please tell us how your character looks so I can stop feeling like a douche?
No worries. We literally created fantasy jackass instead of introducing you, so I feel like it's only fair.
I mean,
You've been missing
yes,
maybe 3 sessions in Andoria, so you're good.
All right. Hank Hawkward, just usually goes by his last name Hawkward, stands about like 4'5". He's like a weird mix between muscles that is required for being a cook and lifting heavy ingredients and kitchen items, with the plushiness of someone who likes to cook and likes to eat what they make. Instead of hair, he has this like brown, downy feathers that frame his face. That could be considered a shaggy hairstyle. He supports a set of wings that are the same color as his hair that he keeps closely folded on his back to keep from knocking anything over, which he's sometimes prone to do. His clothes are often stained with this or that or whatever he is making, and he's very much known for having smudges of like flour or grease on his face without realizing it. So right now he has a leather apron on, and it's just like,
what's the apron say? Come on, it's got to say something.
Oops, did I do that?
Okay, perfect.
Oh no, it's gotta be a good food pun.
Yep.
Excellent cook.
Perfect. Excellent.
Excellent cook. So he's just frying up some eggs and bacon, another like morning fare over the fire.
As you're preparing the meals, you hear footsteps coming from down the stone hallway, and it doesn't take long for a kind of hunched person who as what's a good Igor pun? Seagor. Who walks around the corner and looks at you. Have you prepared all the food yet?
Oh yes, I'm almost done with this one.
The princess is very annoyed and waiting.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We have some fruit right there. And I'll point over to some like already like cut and plated like fruit. And
No. They must be cut into little wolf faces, or else she won't eat them.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on one moment. I will move the eggs and the bacon like off of the fire and go over and just start meticulously cutting wolf heads into the fruit.
What is a good check for this? Is there a cooking thing? I can't remember. Again, new system.
There's like crafting.
Yeah, sure, crafting.
I have lore, like cooking lore. I don't know.
Yeah, crafting I think is the right one, right? I'm assuming you put points into that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Helps if I cacked. Okay, that is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
12? That's good enough. You're just making some wolf heads. They're not perfect, but they're pretty. And you also take the eggs and make it look like eyes surrounded by bacon, which is, like little wolf face and wolf ears.
And the biscuits that I baked earlier are also now being cut.
Perfect. The princess will love this very much.
Oh, I so hope so. The princess is so adorable.
And remember, we must have all the tea ready for in 2 hours' time for second breakfast tea.
Oh, of course, I already have stuff ready for making.
Wear the pink tutu.
I'll have it hanging up away from the flower, because they told me I'm often covered in flour.
Perfect. And they'll just take the plate and they'll start limping out of the room and directly towards where the dining area is.
I'm going to immediately start cutting the bread into wolf shapes and like
Perfect.
moons and stars to prepare for tea.
Perfect. You spend a better morning of this of just breakfast, and then second breakfast, and then all these others preparing all these different wolf shapes and other animal shapes. And as this is happening, what would the monster be doing right now?
Presumably preparing the princess for breakfast.
Okay.
So I would just be hanging out. I'm assuming she's just, the thing children do where they just refuse to wear shoes for some reason. There's no point. So I'm just following her around, trying to you have to put on your shoes. Yeah, they have to go on.
No, they make my feet weird.
They keep your feet covered from getting dirty, and if we go outside, you have to wear shoes.
She grabs one of her legs and picks it up and shows you the bottom of her sock, which is just covered in all the different muck and dirt and like the random blood that's over the castle, because it's a castle in an evil area. But it's already dirty.
How did you woke up 10 minutes ago. How did you get dirt? We change your socks and then put on your shoes.
Oh.
We can wear the socks with the little paw prints on the side.
Oh, the pawpaws?
Yep. We can wear those.
Okay.
You want to go find those for me? And I'll get your shoes.
Yeah. All right. And she runs over to you and hugs your leg and then starts running to direction of her room and is clearly throwing all these different random clothing, which is already dirty and destroyed, because all the clothes here, even if you clean them, magically become dirty and destroyed again the moment they are put into her room. You don't know why it happens, but it does. And she brings out what looks like cleaned pawpaws that immediately dirty the moment she steps out of the room in like dirt, blood, other things that are not supposed to be there.
Can I just
tattered, worn?
Okay. Wait. Let's put on some socks and then some shoes.
She puts the pawpaws on, sits down, obviously in all the grime of the castle.
Let's go in your room where it's clean.
And takes off her current socks while you're saying this, and puts on the pawpaws, and then puts the shoes on the opposite feet while tying them incorrectly.
I pick her up and just sit her down. Okay. And I'm gonna fix her shoes.
Yep.
I'll fix them and then put the buckles on. No, it's this way. These go here.
Do you have like just normal hands, or is there like?
So describing the monster. I look a bit like Frankenstein's creature. I'm sort of like tall, lanky, broad shoulders. All of my body is covered in stitching scars. As it looks like just pieces of a body put together, sort of ad hoc. There are multiple scars just across his face and his shoulders, and like the pieces of arms that are shown. Dull, sort of grayish eyes with long black hair that looks perpetually wet. And it smells sort of like embalming fluid. He does have hands, but he's very clumsy when he uses them. So he's like especially because she's tiny. So she has tiny shoes, and it's a little hard for him to get them into the buckle because it's just so small. But he's like, I have to do this. So it takes a moment.
You eventually do get the shoes on. It takes a while. And after getting them on, perfectly set with them being tied the way that they should be, The moment she hops down and starts running away, you watch as they switch feet magically and become untied anyways as she charges off into the breakfast area. You don't know why it happens, but anytime you try to just make things nice, it always happens.
It's every day. I like put flowers in rooms and they immediately wilt and die. It's very confusing.
Yep, every time. You get out to the breakfast room and you can see Sigor carrying a plate and bringing it over to where the princess would be eating. And she looks over at everyone, thanks him. She's very polite. Thank you. And then starts kicking her feet as she sits in the chair because her feet can't touch the ground. The shoelaces flying around. Where Hawkward?
I'm sure they're on their way.
Everyone's looking around. They're back in the kitchen. But I wanted to see them. They always have such a funny voice, and they're like a birdie or something. I will go get them now. And they start slowly heading back towards the kitchen. You are needed by the princess. She wants your silly voice. I think you're muted.
Oh! I don't think my voice is silly, but whatever makes the princess happy, of course.
Perfect. He just walks over to what you were doing and I can prepare this for the rest of now.
How are they as a cook?
Terrible.
Oh,
the moment they touch the knife, it rusts.
Oh no, it's okay. I can do it.
You now have a rusted knife.
Love it. The bread has to sit for a moment after being cut. So
they touch the bread and it just goes stale entirely.
Please stop. I don't know the way. You know I get lost easily here.
Alright, I guess I can do something else throughout the castle.
I think that's a great idea.
And he just starts heading off in a different direction. You notice that there were some nice flowers that Adam had given you earlier. And they just wilted the moment they walked by.
Just a tear. Okay. I'll head
also
up.
Saw a bag of flowers suddenly burst and, become stale somehow. I don't know how it happened, but
I hate when he comes down here. This sounds so terrible, but it takes so long to clean. Okay, I'm coming. Let's go.
Yeah. You head down the hallway and back into the dining area, and you can see the princess there swaying her feet as Adam is trying to get her shoes back onto the right side again.
Oh, hello, my little princess. Good morning.
Good morning.
Little Liebkin, you're so cute.
No, you're so cute.
Oh, stop it.
Did you make the wolves?
Of course I made the wolf for the
They're like my ears.
They're just like you.
Oh, this is the best. Do we have tea later?
Oh, of course we do. Do we have tea
wolf
later?
Tea?
Is there any other kind of tea?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe a T-Rex, but that's a different thing.
Oh, I want to see that.
I do too. I've only read about them.
Oh, I can't read.
I'll read it to you sometime, my little Liebkin.
Perfect.
But first
Adam,
it's
did you hear that?
breakfast.
They're gonna read us a story about T-Rex.
I did hear that. That sounds amazing.
But first we have to eat.
Oh, and then they just start eating, and the way that kids eat when they don't want to, but they're eating anyways, so it's being picked at and pushed aside, and they're eating the bacon. The bacon's gone. but like the eggs have been poked and moved around, but none of it's actually been eaten.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Little Leapkins, you not like the eggs.
Oh, they're great, I guess. And they kind of poke at them some more. Pick one of them up and put it across their face. Because kids are weird.
Kids are so But if you don't eat your eggs and your fruit, how will you become a big and strong wolf?
I do gotta be a big and strong wolf.
Oh, yes, you do. So you have to eat the eggs!
Because of all
and
the adventurers that
fruit.
can come in here.
You're so annoying.
They just don't know about our parties.
No, they do not. It is very... They did not get an invitation.
The best party.
I've invited every adventurer to the tea party, but they don't seem to listen. It's very confusing.
Yeah, they just come here with, like, all their swords and stuff, and then Adam's gotta smash them.
Yeah, I do.
We do not like that. That's why you have to eat your eggs and your fruit so you can help Adam smash them.
Exactly.
Alright. And then she lets the egg that was literally sitting on her face drop down and directly into her mouth and, like, slurps it the way that you would slurp through a straw.
That's...
Oh, good job, little Leapkin. Did you see I cut the cantaloupe like a little wolf?
And then she picks it up and she's like, and eats
Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so precious.
Yeah.
So, but I have to go downstairs so I can finish up the tea and the sandwiches.
Right. But, like, you gotta come back, you promise?
I have my tutu ready and everything.
Oh, perfect.
Of course I'm not going to miss tea time. Who do you think I am?
Okay.
If I miss tea time, my name is not...
And then she holds out her finger for a pinky swear.
Oh, for sure. Like, I'll, like, double pinky swear, like, one on each side.
She sees the second hand is, like, perfect, and then tries to, like...
Yeah, we'll do a weird pinky promise.
Yeah.
As I do, I'm like, can I just grab her arms and uncross them? Because it looks like she's doing a thing where it's like, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt her, but it's gotta hurt. Like, the anatomy says it does.
Like, I'm usually used to that, but she's got bones and stuff.
Right, and then I'll pat her head and head back downstairs.
Yep. And she'll just continue to sit there swaying. As this is going on, the adventurers, you know, you were downstairs in the tavern, readying to leave.
Yes.
Are you just ignoring the three obvious NPCs? I'm not railroading. You can do what you want.
I mean, Smiley didn't want to talk to them.
Okay.
I feel like they gave bad vibes, so I trust Smiley's vibes. We'll go out the door.
They do smell like purple and evil magic.
I'm glad that my magic wasn't described as evil. Bad purple. That's good.
Yeah. It was bad purple as opposed to good purple. So you head out of the tavern then? Also, I think you're muted, Rowan, if you were saying something. Smiley.
I said yours smells cold, like a snowball.
Oh, you have like 350 of those.
Well, assuming things are working as expected, yes. Otherwise, I have a bag full of water.
Which would suck.
That would.
Well, anyways, let's leave this place. And you see that the elves kind of stare at you as you're leaving. They're obviously whispering between each other, and you leave the tavern.
Oh no, if I see them whispering, I am walking up to them.
Oh, okay. Tabernacle one is coming towards us.
Excuse me, do you have a problem with us?
Why would you think that I have a problem with you?
Because you are staring at us and whispering, which usually means you're talking behind my back.
When you walked into the building, you were asking them about the three people who are standing in the corner. I heard all of your words.
Yes, and I'm still curious to hear about that, so why don't you tell me?
Tell you what.
About yourselves? Or about what you're saying behind my back, either one.
Are you not from the north?
I am from the north.
Do you want a snowball?
Are you walking up to one and offering them a snowball?
Mm-hmm.
What is with these people? They are so strange. And they start whispering to each other in clearly French, because I can't speak French, but I can at least pretend to do an accent.
Bon nuit.
And they seem very confused by the situation that's going down. And then the one of them that you offered looks at the snowball and takes their hand to take it. And they take the snowball. Well, what is this?
It's left over from the winter solstice event. I saved it.
And when you do open your bag to like grab it, it just you say the snowball and the bag does just open, just like a bag of holding. And I don't know what they're called in this game.
Bag of holding.
Okay, then we're good. New system, who this?
Do they also look like snow elves?
No, they don't. They're clearly from the more
Arctic elves, sorry.
Yeah, you're the Arctic elves. These ones are clearly forest elves.
Wait, are these? Oh, I'm. Smiley is short for Smilodon sapiens. I'm different from the cats. Are you different from other elves? I didn't know there was different elves.
There are different elves.
Of course there are different elves.
Do not speak to my friend with that tone.
Do not speak to me with that tone.
Yes, you're right, sorry.
So, what is with these people? They're just coming in here and then they're saying all these things to us, Tabernacle. This is so weird. They're Quebecers.
Yeah. Alright then, we clearly got off on the wrong foot. I will start over. I am Athos Elo Eligan Eldepan, first son of the Eldepan family, from the Snow Librarian. You are?
I am Arrow, this is Sero, and this is Barrow.
I am very sorry.
Do you fight? I fight.
Fight? Do you want to fight with us? We will fight.
No. Do you like train people to fight? I need to take in fighting techniques back to my village.
Train people to fight. Especially not one of yours. We would maybe train them, but that is... I don't know what the fuck this accent is, but it's going everywhere.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
I'm Smiley.
Yes, they are. So we have heard rumors about a monster near the town that people might be looking for help.
Well, actually, we are looking for the monster. One of our daughters was kidnapped.
Oh, I truly am sorry to hear that.
We're looking for Athos's daughter too.
Yes.
Then perhaps they were kidnapped by the same person.
Perhaps. I certainly hope not, but it's a good lead. Do you have any more information on that?
From what we understand, they are being kept at the castle, but we cannot get close without causing diplomatic issues.
What?
Diplomatic issues?
Yes, between our two... do not... We are hoping that there could be adventurers who could help us with this instead.
Well, I'm Princess of Smilodons. I'm sure that I can talk to them.
You are royalty.
Yes.
I am also somewhat a member of nobility.
Well, then, clearly these people are just kidnapping the royals of all around.
Oh, are you royalty too?
She's a princess.
Okay.
I see.
Well, we should go to the castle then and report missing princesses.
Well, the castle. That's where they have been kidnapped too, we believe.
Oh.
And you are looking for adventurers to investigate that for you because it would be diplomatically bad for your town.
Not our
get involved?
town, but our people.
Yes.
We cannot act within this area.
Okay.
Right, well, we're adventurers. As you can probably tell, because we're a little weird, and that's just how we are.
There was a guy with a weird helmet running around naked earlier. I don't understand what any of that was.
It makes him strong.
If you say.
He is a little strange.
Well, if you are able to do this quest, then we would appreciate it. We could pay you whatever we have on us if you were able to bring her back safely. I don't know what this accent is. I'm just going to keep going with it.
Vaguely
Wonderful.
French.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go. And
that sounds
Smiley
great.
will turn around and walk out the door.
Could we get directions?
Go through the forest, and eventually you will get to a forest that is dead, and then it will begin to rain, and the rain will begin to thunder, and then you will be there. You cannot miss it. It magically happens.
Perfect. Thank you, and I'm sorry for earlier.
No? It was our bad. I thought there was an issue with us, but clearly there's no issue with us.
No, it's our issue. It's fine.
Beers on the house when you return. Alive. Hopefully.
Oh. That does not mean you, June.
This is what?
Does not mean you, June.
Oh, but it doesn't do anything.
Well, you can smell it now, so it might. Let's go.
Oh.
I will leave and catch up with Smiley.
Did Smiley already leave?
Yep, Smiley walked out the door as soon as they said, "We're hiring you."
Oh, all right. Yeah, he just looked at you walking away. Bye.
Yes, goodbye.
You're all treating them like they're NPCs still. You leave the tavern, and in the distance, you can actually see that through the forest, there's a point very far away, and you with a 21 notice this, where it just seems to be raining in one spot, and you can see the clouds in the sky and the rain coming down in that one area. But you can't quite see anything from where you are about what that area looks like other than the rain clouds in the sky.
I will relay the directions that I got to Smiley as well.
Oh. Well, I mean, it's a storm castle, so we go where the storm is. Yes.
That is what I understood about it. It will just magically appear in front of us. Normally that's a screen transition or something, but...
Have you... There's no loading or anything now. This is weird.
That is weird.
I think they tried to change too much at once.
Yes.
I kind of like it, though.
Oh,
it smells good. Kind of wanted to eat it. I have rations, and she pulls out rations from her bag, takes a bite out of one. Ugh, rations are gross.
Yes, they're not meant to taste good. They're meant to taste nutritional, which is...
I could taste them. She says, looking at you and staring at you and gesturing the food in your direction.
That is rather bizarre.
This one just tastes like, I don't know, dirt, kinda. Don't ask me how I know, but tastes like dirt.
Lovely. I'm going to try one of mine.
Yours tastes fine.
Oh, that seems fine.
But you probably have that tasty elf bread.
The what? Elf bread? Yeah.
I will break a piece off and give it to Junebug.
Oh, this isn't bad. Why don't I have this? Why do I have dirt? Oh.
I don't think we actually gave character descriptions of Athos, Smiley, or Junebug.
I thought you did. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we only did outside the game, that's right.
Then, Athos, describe yourself. My bad.
It's all good. In game, he's not much different than in real life. Tall, thin man, permanent scowl of disapproval glaring down through half-moon glasses. He still has his long black hair, neatly tied back. He dresses in a heavy white robe and a fur shawl that obscures everything else underneath. His long elven ears are decorated with icicle earrings, and he has an ornate crown swirled around the top of his head.
Perfect.
He still looks really tired.
Yep.
Maybe a little less tired.
Okay. Smiley.
Okay, Smilodontrix is a saber-toothed cat girl, human-like, but with cat ears, tail, and paw-like hands, and 10-centimeter fangs extending from just under her upper lip. Her hair is tawny reddish-brown in a poofy 80s-style mullet, and the fur on her arms, ears, and tail is a similar tawny color with lynx-like darker speckles. She's about average height and is just a bundle of lean muscle, just muscles for days. Clearly built for hand-to-hand brawling, her outfit is mostly a hide vest with a short hide kilt, leaving her arms unencumbered by bullshit sleeves. She also wears leather hand wraps with icy blue runes winking in and out on them.
Perfect. And Junebug looks a lot like their original self. They clearly, when they went to character creator, just went me plus except they gave themselves bigger boobs because that's what most people do. And can't remember what class was I gonna have her as? Not race. I think she was gonna be a kitsune. So kitsune.
Was she a kitsune rogue? I thought you said.
No, she's not a rogue. But she's a kitsune.
Okay.
Because all the characters are going to be kitsune.
Oh. That's a lot of kitsune.
No, but all my characters would. Anyways. And she just realizes, wait a second. Can you feel your tail?
Yes.
I couldn't feel with it before. Like, it was there, clearly. But, like, she bangs her fox-like tail against you. I feel it. It's there. And the hairs on it are so soft. Oh my god.
I'm very happy for you. I'm going to try to feel, like, the extended tip of my ear.
Yeah, you can feel the whole length of the ear.
Oh, that is weird.
I am going to flex my claws in and out.
I assume it would be a very strange sensation. I don't know what a cat would feel, but I assume it's weird.
Oh. Oh no, that's weird as fuck.
Wait a second, hold on. Junebug turns into a fox form and then starts making a whole bunch of fox noises. She's like, she turns back. I made those noises. This is so cool.
Also, if you were trying to talk, we couldn't understand you as a fox.
What? Oh, that's bad. Wait, we're all speaking common, right? They're not going to actually make us speak in languages like those people back there, right?
Oh. Well, I mean, I actually have read out of character the wiki for a lot of the languages in my spare time.
And that was in fact just her singing "What Does the Fox Say?" Like that's what she was singing while as a fox.
Perfect.
Well, that's good. At least you can be our translator if we need it, I guess.
I guess so. All right then. Spooky Castle?
I mean, I kind of don't want to do it if we can feel pain. Hold on. And she flicks Smiley on the cheek. Did it hurt?
No, not really. I mean, I felt it, but you're not.
Oh,
You're
I
also
thought that
not
was
very
only in
strong.
PvP. I never did PvP.
Me neither.
I will flex out a single claw
Mm-hmm.
and poke Junebug in the shoulder with it.
Ow!
Huh.
Is everyone just gonna pick on Junebug?
A little.
Yeah, gotta pick on the DM before the DM picks on you. That's the law.
That's fair. It doesn't just bring on the murder. It just, Anyways, are you still singing it? Wow, I can actually hear it now somehow. I don't know why, but yeah. You start traveling into the forest and towards the stormy castle. You can't see it yet, and so it takes you about 5 minutes to get to the edge of the forest to where it suddenly starts to be like dying and wilting trees. You can feel little bits of rain falling on you before it just suddenly becomes a massive torrent of rain as if it's hurricane winds. Taking a step back, it's completely fine and dry. Stepping in, torrent, step back, step in. It's nothing like that in the game. Usually it would be more like you'd get a bit of a loading screen and you'd suddenly be back in the other area, but now it's actually separated as if it's entirely open world, and you can feel where the rain starts and stops.
I'm gonna pull my hood up.
Oh, they changed way too much. No wonder we can't access our menus.
I will have words for them because they have other things to be worried about.
I don't like to be wet.
Oh, here, you can wear my hood then. I'll just put my cloak over top of her.
Oh, thank you. Wait, we didn't have to trade.
Wait, you're right.
That's so weird. Hold on. And she pulls out like a dagger and hands it to you. Does it... It worked? You can use it?
I'll just kind of swing it around
Stab
a little
her.
bit.
No.
No! I swing it around a little bit. It seems that I can.
Swings.
This is very bizarre. It'll also open us up to theft very easily. Oh, here's your knife back.
Well, at least when we reach into our bag and think of something, it comes out. Maybe they still have to think of it. I don't know.
I'm not sure either, but we'll have to be careful with our possessions.
All right. And are you continuing forward?
Yeah, continuing forward.
Okay. I think we will take a, I don't know, 10, 11 minute break, somewhere in that range, before heading towards this stormy castle.
All right, so we'll be back at 05 then?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okie dokie.
All Alrighty, then we will see
Okay.
you all soon.
See you all soon.
Bye-bye.
back roughly the same time I said we. Okay, we're like 4 minutes late.
Sorry.
But we're back.
It's fine.
They have a T-Rex.
Liz, your camera's not showing up for some reason.
T-Rex.
There it is.
And depending on the tea, the water looks bloody, so it's kind of funny.
It does. I don't have milk in this one. Some honey.
Anyways, our adventurers, who found that they suddenly had more sensations than usual inside of the virtual reality world, are heading towards a stormy castle in the distance, where the moment they cross through into its threshold, they get drenched with rain, but if they step back, it's completely dry. So this once somewhat instanced world is now entirely open to them, which it wasn't before. Have you all decided to head into the wet? What is it, like hurricane, monsoon? I know that there's one for based around like not oceans.
No idea.
Well, it's a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
This is not...
Yeah. That's what we were told to go towards. So.
All right. So it's really wet. You get drenched the moment you step into it, and the rain sideways, hard hitting. You have to hold your arms up to over your eyes just to keep on seeing in the distance. Did you say your characters? Yeah, your character's wearing glasses. Totally fogged up.
Oh, how annoying!
You keep gotta like pretend to be a windshield wiper and then get in on the other side. You know, the true reality of glasses.
I understand immersion, but this is too much.
You continue on. Let me go double check what it is. Reopen, close tab. Yeah, it is still survival. So make survival checks as you're walking along to detect what's going on around you.
I got a 14.
14?
Yes.
Smiley?
Oh, I got a 4.
Perfect. So, Junebug is ahead of both of you and keeping a decent eye on what's going on. Smiley, you're kind of lagging behind, and at one point, you feel your foot catch on something.
Everything smells so weird in the rain.
It would. And make a dex save? Fortitude. Reflex save.
Reflex save.
Yep.
8.
Perfect. You faceplant into the dirt. And mud, I guess. And you are just covered head to toe, the entire front, in mud. Junebug looks back at you. Oh, no. Are you okay? She yells through the rain.
I'm fine. I'm not injured. Just filthy.
Oh, hang on. I have a spell that can fix that.
It's raining, so like some of the mud's being washed off as the rain is hitting you, but
I'll try to cast Prestidigitation to just get rid of some more mud.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what that does in this game too.
It does say tidy. So
yeah.
I think so.
So you're choosing tidy?
Yeah.
Then yeah. You clean them entirely as if there was no mud there at all.
What does it feel like to cast magic?
Oh, I don't know. What does it feel like to cast magic? I guess like there's an energy inside of you that pulses and feels like your heart is beating at the same point of the energy, and as you release the spell, you can feel the warmth pulling through your body and directly into your hand. It's a very odd and unusual sensation that kind of irks you a bit the first time you do it. At least this is the only time you know you do it. But as the energy washes over Smiley, it also has that same kind of sensation of power washing. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you got hit by more rain than you're currently getting hit by, but it was warm.
Oh dear, that was just a cantrip, huh?
And I will go ahead and do my detect magic cantrip that I get for free for being the kind of cat person I am.
The same kind of energy, except it concentrates around the eyes, so your eyes begin to warm, and it's a very strange tingling.
Oh,
that
no, that was a bad idea. I tried to figure out what you were doing, and I did it instinctively. Oh, God.
Yes, a very long email will be sent to quality control after we figure out how to get out of here.
Oh, I always joked that I wanted to be trapped in a video game, and I'm starting to wonder if we are.
I can confirm that the storm is magic. I can see and smell all the magic in 30 feet. Oh, that's so weird.
So the storm itself actually feels natural. It doesn't have any magical thing about it, but the lightning that does like kind of smell like magic, and the dirt around you that's turned to mud smells like magic. The rain itself seems natural.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yes. There's so much magic. Holy crap. How long does this last? How do I turn it off?
Have you tried closing your eyes?
Try turning it on and off again.
Okay.
If you're trying to end the spell, it ends. The tingling goes away. It's like that snow on TV, the staticky feeling, but in your eyes.
I was thinking it was like when you end up getting like that like when you eat something super spicy and you feel it in your sinus
but like
passages, but in your eyes and stuff too.
I mean, that's too spicy. Anyways. The ground, let me double check how it works here. Okay. Magic. Because I know in D&D it would tell you certain things, but I think you have to be a certain level for it to.
I'm going to reach in my bag and take out a snowball and just kind of stick it on my nose.
All right. You plop the snowball onto your face.
And it's very cold.
It smells like snow.
But it's not, and it's obviously melting in the rain, but for the moment, it's not so weird.
It doesn't seem to melt.
Oh, right, because they're magic snowballs from the winter event.
Yeah. It's not melting. It has to be thrown to melt or explode. So, it seems to be sticking to your face.
Okay, that's so weird.
Receive information beyond the presence. Yeah. So, yeah, there is definitely a presence of magic around you, but it doesn't seem to be from the rain.
Huh. Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's go. At least if we get in that castle, we'll be out of the storm.
Maybe I'll get used to that if I do it more. but not here.
Junebug takes your arm, thinking it's a sleeve, like where the fur is from the type of cat folk you are. Then realizes it's your arm and kind of pulls their hand away. Do you want me to guide you? You kind of don't seem to know what you're doing.
I have so many more senses now.
I wasn't judging. I just wanted to know if you wanted help.
I would appreciate it. It's a little overwhelming having cat senses when you're used to human senses.
Yeah. Her and her foxy ears wiggle. She doesn't seem to be affected the same way you are. She does take your arm again and starts pulling you in the direction towards the castle.
On our way to the castle, do we see any signs of things having passed through here, or is that all just kind of washed up in the rain?
It's all muddy. Like, it's really hard to read if there's anything here. You can make another survival check if you want, but
I doubt I'll get higher than a 14, but I'll try. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, you don't detect any other people having passed through here. Everyone make a perception check, and then we can continue on.
18.
18?
Oh, natural 20 for a total of 24.
Okay. Okay. Even though you're struggling to really get an idea of where you're going, your cat-like senses, your ear perks at a sound of, I don't know if sloshing's the right word, but the sound of like suction from a foot going into the mud and then pulling back up. And this sound, it's definitely something that pings your senses, but you don't catch it again. It came from behind you, though. And Athos is at your side, and Junebug is leading the way.
I think someone is following us.
With the 18 and the 22, 24, you said?
Yes.
22. I'm not doing things.
Yeah, 24.
Yep. 24. Yeah, it's not at a -2 because of weather or anything. It's fine. You don't see anyone, but you still get that feeling that someone was behind you.
We're being followed?
Maybe?
I didn't see anything. But realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if those douchebags were following us. I shouldn't have said that. Those
we're doing them
weird
a favor.
people.
Those fine, noble triplets. Excuse me, hello?
You call out. No one answers.
Well, we can press it forward and keep one eye behind us, I guess.
Well, since I'm leading you anyway, Smiley, did you want to watch behind us as we're going?
Sure.
And she continues to hold your arm while pulling you along, and you're watching behind. You do eventually make it towards where the castle is. You didn't detect anything else on the way. But every once in a while, just for a very short period, you would hear what you think is the sound of just a foot pushing into the mud and then pulling
like a
back
boot
out.
or something.
Yeah.
But
even though you're staring and watching, you don't see any movement in the mud, nothing, but you do hear that sound. And as you arrive at the castle, you see the large wooden doors, which are at least 50 feet tall and entirely unnecessary. Maybe 20, but entirely unnecessary. No one here is going to be that tall. You're muted, by the way.
Me?
Oops. It was me. I was just saying it's for being dramatic and gay. That you gotta go big.
Dramatic and gay.
Be extravagant.
20 feet tall wooden doors with large... Wow. I just stopped myself from saying with large knockers. That would have been taken way out of context. With large imp-like heads that have God, I don't want to say knocker, but yeah, inside of it for pulling back and slamming
knocking on the door. Yes.
Well, I don't want to say it, but it just every single time all I can
that
think
is
about
the word, though.
Maybe it's a problem, and maybe it's just a me problem. And I'm just giggling at that word for no reason. Anyways, what are you doing?
Well, I guess we should be polite and knock.
You just want to knock on, there's a monster in here, right?
Well, yes, but, I mean, the quests have the way to solve them for the combat people, and there's the way to solve them for the talking people. I'm a talking person. I'm going to knock.
So you reach up to the knocker and knock?
I mean, as long as it's not higher than I can reach.
No, you can. It's okay. So it's really weird because it's low down to where your height would be, and same with where the handle is for clearly pulling open this door. But the doors are unnecessarily tall for absolutely zero reason other than being gay.
Gotcha.
Is there another handle higher up for giants, or
nope.
is it just?
It's just okay. Clearly meant for people at this height to open it. And as far as you're aware, the only giants would be monsters, but they wouldn't be in a level 1 area.
Alright. Athos is knocking on the door.
Yep. Athos knocks. The boom, boom, boom. And as each knock happens, you can see bats flying off into the distance that come out from different holes in the walls that are clearly designed for bats to come out of.
Oh, that's a nice effect.
Each time you also knock, thunder rolls in the distance. The door slowly opens. You can hear someone on the other side struggling. And then the screeching of the door as it very slowly, inch by inch, opens. You rang. Sorry, I had to do that one.
That's fair.
Catch yourself giggling.
Oh, hello?
No, we didn't ring, we knocked.
This is true.
And then as they knock, they reach over and grab the knock and knock on it, and you can hear a little ringing inside the castle.
Oh, well, that's nifty.
And then more bats fly out.
Kai.
You actually see them spawn in thin air and just fly out.
Right. We are diplomats from the north.
We're not sure that we're supposed to have diplomats today.
We're here to see about a missing princess? Do you have a missing princess?
You're another one of those. And they slowly reach toward... There's two knobs near where they are, and you can clearly read on one of them it says trap door, and the other one says open door, and you can see them slowly reaching towards the one that says trap door.
We're actually here to talk.
You don't need to make such a brash action. We don't have any we're not sworn allegiance to anybody involved in this yet.
Their hands hovering over the trapdoor one. So you're not here to kill us?
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
They're slowly reaching towards the open door one. And you're not lying? Adventurers really like to lie.
Well, that's rude.
That is quite rude, and I'm sure they do, but we are diplomats from the north.
Okay, and you can see that their hand now reaches over to the one that's for fully opening the door, and they pull on it, and then suddenly the ground moves from underneath you, and you fall in anyways. Oh, sorry, I forgot that they both do that!
That's alright!
Make a reflex save!
Apparently I can only roll 4s tonight, so that's a 9.
Because they just expect, people to be trouble. Come on, I was told to make this as campy as possible. I think I'm doing my job. Smiley, did you also do one?
Yes, I got a total of 9.
Okay, so
yay, high five for 9.
You'll both take 3 damage as you hit the ground and land on your backsides. You do notice as you're falling that spikes are slowly retracting into the ground. So it's as if maybe the other one would have had spikes, but this one instead is just a floor. So that's at least a positive. And you each land on your bottoms. Junebug, whoever, lands superhero landing. Perfect. Not unscathed. Looks at both of you. Wow, you two really can't. Yeah.
Listen, you're a child. It makes sense.
Oh, okay. That's
a very weird statement to make.
Is it?
No, Mr. A's is always right.
I just mean that my reflexes are not that great.
But her...
Can whoever's texting me
she's not a child here, even if you know her outside of the game.
Right, my bad.
I understand.
Well, it would not affect your... I think everything's fuzzy.
Yeah, everything does feel fuzzy. These arms, she grabs your arm, they're super fuzzy.
Well, yes, I am super fuzzy, and that is very weird. But no, fuzzy in my brain.
What was that about Junebug? Junebug might be a furry. We don't know.
No, fuzzy in my brain, like
After,
it's
while
easier
you're
to
having
think
this
as
conversation,
Smiley.
You can hear this creepy footsteps coming towards you. In the distance from the darkness.
Oh, well, hopefully that's the fellow coming to apologize for dropping us in a hole.
And slowly another wooden door opens, this one not as large. Sorry. I've never really done the other one yet.
It's alright. We'll forgive you.
So you're here to see the princess?
Oh, you have one! I'm a princess too.
Oh. Well, that's nice. I'm sure she would like to meet other princesses. Princess I? Is that the...
No, it is princesses. Don't worry.
So you are here for the tea party then?
Yes, we are.
Well, we didn't get an invitation, but we would love to participate.
Okay, well then, follow me. And just like in video games, where you're so irritated because the NPC moves so much slower than you can move. even if you hit
no.
the shift button or whatever to walk slowly.
The biggest
You
crime
still
in any video game.
you slowly walk behind this man who is leading you up the stairs through several different. It takes you 20 minutes of different flights of stairs to just get to anywhere, where you're finally back at the door where you were before, and the door opens into this open area where you can see the large 20-foot doors and the two buttons again with the trap door and the open door.
So you don't have to worry about leg day around here, do you?
No, my legs are always working. And they lift up their leg, even though they've got like the one that's really bad and clearly dying, their other leg is just strong. It is built.
Oh dear. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. If you'd like, I could show you the rest.
I don't think we have time. We're here for the tea party.
Right. Over this way. And they'll just slowly lead you to the dining area, where you can see the small girl with wolf-like ears playing with food that she's taking and making bark between each other. A younger man. I need to get the descriptions of people. I should have done that beforehand. Where are my descriptions? I am a professional. Descriptions. Do elevator music. Everyone's hearing elevator music. It's fine. And you can see a younger man in his 20s, with a streak of white hair and in blonde, with blonde hair and a streak of white through it, wearing glasses that are in the current lighting doing the full anime thing where they're entirely white and you can't see their eyes. They look very aristocratic and they have their hands up. Yeah, and they have their hands up like this, and the whole pleasure to see you. You know that type of thing. What are you doing in my home?
Hello. We are diplomats from the north.
Diplomats from the north. Oh, this is wonderful indeed.
I'm glad you think so.
I'm a princess, and I hear there is another princess.
A princess, you say? Oh, this is also wonderful.
We're supposed to have tea?
Sit with my other princess, my dear daughter.
Okay.
Oh, not that one. That one's spiked.
Thank you for warning us.
Oh, and not that one either. That one also has spikes. In fact, Adam, would you be a dear and get us the non-spiked chairs?
Yeah, I'll go get those.
And you hear this voice in the distance, which was Adam.
I'm just in the shadows constantly.
Yes, good. We're all here, and this is all just excellent. Adam, they're waiting.
I will walk in with the non-spiked chairs, presumably that we have just hanging out.
Yep, in the back.
Mm-hmm. They're just back there, and I will set them down.
Thank you very much.
Hulking amalgam, I think.
Yeah. So you do see just like a hulking creature that looks like a bunch of body parts stitched together. It's sort of like dull, lanky. They kind of have a shambling walk as they just walk in and set the chairs down, and then sits down on one of the spiked chairs.
Thank you very much, my good fellow.
Yes.
I do also pull out chairs for both June and Smiley.
Oh,
they're pulled out.
So, You've come to... what? Negotiate? Attack? What are we here for, diplomats?
Well, we were told by some elves in the village that's that way, past the rain, to come here and ask about a princess.
Very interesting.
Yes,
Do you
there
have a
are...
princess?
Hawkwood! Hawkwood! Bring some food. We need food for 2-3 more guests. We don't have very many guests. The best plates, the best plates.
If you're speaking, Liz, you're muted.
What?
I can hear Liz.
Yeah,
I can hear it.
too.
Oh, I can't.
Ignoring me and shit.
Hang on.
I see how it goes, Sid. Jeez.
It's gonna adjust your volume. Maybe that'll help.
And please, Hawkwood, sit with the rest of us.
Oh, are you certain?
Of course, you're our chef. You must sit with us.
So kind. I'll place teacups and plates of food in
All
front
this
of
laughter.
everyone.
Stupid times.
I'll place food and drinks in front of everyone and fill up their teacups.
Adam, all you can think of is, oh god, they're doing their thing again.
Oh,
Rose scented glasses. It's the best laugh I've ever heard.
Oh, welcome. So nice to have new friends.
Yes,
All
actually,
the food is shaped like wolves. All of
I
it.
feel a lot more welcome
So-
here than I did at the tavern.
are you the local chieftain?
Oh, me? Oh, no.
No.
Okay.
The laughing man.
I
Who are you?
Dr. Crane.
Oh, you finished school. I'm jealous.
Yes.
Me too, a little. Yes, so we heard there are rumors in town that you guys kidnapped princesses, and they have brought in unrelated parties to hear your side of the story, since they are only telling their side.
I'm not kidnapped. I live here. That's my dad. That's my other dad. That's probably also my dad. And I think they're also my dad.
Oh, to be so lucky. Oh, no. I'm just I'm just your cook, sweetie.
Okay. But you're like the best cook, right?
Oh, you're going to make me cry. Oh, yes. So sweet.
Okay.
Do you know of any reasons why they might suspect you of this?
Oh. People are always after what we've got just because we're a bit different.
So you think they are sending adventurers here to take away your daughter rather than rescue their princess?
It wouldn't be the first time.
So they're the kidnappers.
Yeah. Well, they did last time they tried to take Isabel. They really hurt her. And then I will just lean over to her and go, "If you don't mind," and just point to her wrists where there's those little handcuffs, but they're burnt in. From
Oh
silver.
no.
They put me in Ouch Castle. I didn't like the Ouch Castle.
So she stays here, and if you try to take her, I'll have to fight you.
Oh, yes. I'll also have to fight you.
They kept making me order people to be executed. No, executed. And I don't know what that even means.
No, a child your age should not know what that means.
I just want to have tea
Poor
with my
little
dads. All of my
Mm.
dads.
So there's no insight check in this system. How do we do something like that?
I'm trying to remember.
I
Very
believe
carefully.
Very carefully.
Insight is diplomacy.
I think it's diplomacy or society.
I think it was.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. I know that the rules were weird for Pathfinder.
Because gather information, I think, was diplomacy, or
Yes, gather information and make an impression or request. Society
Perception
seems
for reading someone's intent and knowledge checks for deductions.
sense motive. That's what
Yeah.
you do.
So, yeah, sense motive action. So
Which is
it
an
uses perception versus deception DC.
perception. Okay, well,
So
I'll
if you
give it a
wanted
go.
to check that, you can roll perception.
All right, I will roll perception.
I'm assuming each of you who is part of the not sure if they're all evil party is doing that.
I rolled. It was not successful. I got a 9.
Okay.
I rolled a 9, but with a +4, so that's a 13. Woo!
Okay. Yeah. As far as you can tell, they're all being entirely honest. And like exosuited people and put more taxes, and I've heard the taxes are bad.
Well, a lot of people don't like them, but they do help make things like roads. So
And then blow up roads?
no, they make new roads with tax monies.
Oh no, they want me to blow up roads.
Why?
Buildings and stuff? Like they wanted to put armies in other cities.
Well, that's rude.
The forest elves did this.
I think that's what these are from. And she's like pointing to where her ears were, and she's like, "Oh right, they're not there anymore." Because she's got puppy ears now. Because she turned into a werewolf. Anyways.
I see. Yes, they looked like me, but with a different complexion.
Yeah.
So they were kidnapping this girl to be their figurehead? Is that my understanding here?
Yes, that is what it sounded like. I'm sorry, I just do that sometimes.
No, it's fine. You're very jolly.
That's weird.
Can't help it. I'll just sometimes laugh.
No.
It's
It's weird that they take.
Oh.
They're trying to take her to be their figurehead. I mean, you are a wolf girl, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
And not an elf?
Oh, yeah.
You said you used to have ears like me?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did. But then they kind of turned into these ones.
How did that happen?
After I got bit by a werewolf?
Did that happen here?
No.
Oh. That sounds like it was probably pretty scary.
I don't know. I assume. Maybe I was born. I don't know what's going on.
It is okay, my little Leapkin. You're doing great.
Yes, you are doing wonderful. Thank you for answering my questions.
So, is there any way we can help you deal with this issue?
Well, you could tell the adventurers that they're not, kidnapped.
Yes, we could. That would probably cause some, diplomatic issues.
Adventurers do jump to conclusions.
Can I do that now? I can never get this accent right.
Do what?
Oh, okay, good. So we're on the same level here right now. Okay, we're good? Good. Okay. Could you just tell them to stop coming to our house?
They do make quite a mess.
It's very weird. They don't listen to when we talk and say, please don't attack us. One of them cut my arm off last week, and it was not fun.
And I had to go and stitch that right back together. And they've entirely changed their entire accent, everything. They're not even laughing anymore.
It was quite a mess.
Oh, so that it was a persona you put on?
It's what they expect.
Ah,
because I'm the evil Dr. Crane. You know.
I see. Have you seen any of these adventurers today?
There was a man with a helmet and no clothes, but I just saw him.
Oh, yes, there's a real naked guy who just keeps showing up.
He doesn't even bother to fight, right? He just starts dancing.
No, he just dances.
I don't
he
know
literally
how it does
walked
it.
in here and started dancing on our table.
We have to cover the Liebkin's eyes.
It was bad. We didn't want her to see it.
She doesn't need to see that.
He wasn't wearing any clothes. No one does.
No one needs to see that.
Was he shouting Fortnite as he did it?
And flossing!
Yes, I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know what 2 weeks from now has to do with that, but yes.
Wait, are you telling me that kids still play that game?
It's been 20 years.
What's his
what's now game? Fortnite 6?
Exactly. We're on the, I think, season 30 battle pass?
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Season 300. I don't know.
I believe we just found out an age for our teal helmeted friend.
This is so complicated, and
thank you for creating that NPC, because now they're just going to show up here someday. I don't even know when.
Randomly.
Everyone always knows about the weird dancing half-naked guy with the teal helmet.
It's a player who somehow maxed out their level in everything, and they're like, well, I'm done, so it's side quest time to be weird.
Yep.
Flossing.
And the helmet was indeed inspired by the helmet that Micah is currently wearing in Cyberpunk 2077.
Perfect. Beautiful. So yeah, could you just tell them to stop showing up? It would be really great if that could happen. Like,
it would be nice.
Oh, we'll certainly attempt to talk to people about it, but
that was actually part of why we came out here, was because we were actually curious about finding other adventurers, because we're a little lost.
Well, if you're willing to actually talk to them, perhaps I could send Adam to help you find others. Adam, would you be willing to help them?
Oh, I can do that. Yes. Yeah, yes.
And I believe that you've never even left the castle, Awkward.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. That's so scary out there.
Oh, but it's not. The graveyard's really nice.
Oh, the graveyard is. There's a lot of very good mushrooms that grow there.
The season and the mushrooms are just. It's so.
They're to die for. Oh.
So what you're saying is we should not eat the mushrooms.
Oh no, they're quite good.
They're very good. I eat them all the time, and I'm fine.
Right.
You're also not quite the same physiology as the rest of us.
I don't like the mushrooms. They kind of taste like foam. Oh. Like the foam that you would get if you were looking at like the water and there's foamy water. I picked that up once and it tasted really weird.
Oh, it did probably taste weird, little Liebkin. You silly, silly goose.
Foamy water.
I ate a bug once.
Bugs are nice sometimes. Most times, actually. Crickets
if
are
you
good.
liked them, I could totally start figuring out a pastry with bugs in it.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm okay with wriggle too much.
I just eat the ones from outside. There's a giant beetle usually that comes around every now and then. in the woods.
Was that the poop beetle?
I I don't know what that is. Maybe.
Oh.
Sometimes I see the adventurers kill it, and they take all the scales for armor, but they leave all the meat behind.
That is so mean. They hurt so many things. I feel like, Adam, if you are going, maybe I should go with you to keep you safe. They
Oh,
don't often like you.
no, I don't know why they don't like me. I always invite them to the tea party, but they don't seem to want to go. Most
They
of
do
them
not
run in.
like.
It's probably because you're super pretty, Dad. Utter
Oh,
Dad.
my heart. Oh, well, thank you. Usually they run it. Oh, sometimes they run away and scream, or they run at me and scream, but it's with a sword.
That is true.
I swear I got this sword, and I just pull out a huge bastard sword.
Yep.
I took it. One of them stabbed me in the stomach and left it there. And now
That
I have.
seems like an
I
inconvenient
remember
place for them to
that.
put it.
Came in here and they had to take it out. It was really sad.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. It was fine.
Yeah.
But don't get stabbed in the stomach. It might hurt you.
Well, I'm just gonna stay
So,
in here.
Off, you
do,
have to.
serious question for a moment.
Oh, are we doing it a
What is?
character? We doing
What
as a
does that?
character?
What does that mean?
Is this for magic? I just look at Gabriel. Okay. This is spell.
And then also Isabel starts.
Do any of you are any of you familiar with a world outside of this one?
I mean, I've never left the castle, so.
Oh, okay.
I
But
don't
mean,
leave the castle.
I was in the Outcastle once. It's not nice.
I've been to the river. That's as far as I've
with
gone.
Athos, please help.
I do believe they have not, though.
Okay.
That is the vibe I'm getting.
I don't. What kind of
So
world are you
dumb.
talking about?
Is it I've heard that there are other cities. I've never been to those. There's a cold place up north. I've never been
Yes,
there.
that's where we're from, actually. The cold place up north.
Oh, what's cold?
Oh, it's not very nice. It makes your
Oh,
bones hurt.
I will reach into the bag and hand Adam a snowball.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
Where it's cold enough, instead of rain falling, ice falls in snow, and then you can gather it up and make a snowball.
Can I have one?
Sure.
She immediately tries to eat it. It explodes in her mouth.
Oh, you should.
Those are slightly magic snowballs because they're left over from the last.
It's delicious. Can I have another?
But you don't want to ruin your tea party.
It's just water. Frozen water.
Oh,
She holds out her hands.
I'll hand it another one.
Is that safe to eat?
I don't know, but it tastes good.
It's just water except cold.
Yes, it shouldn't hurt them.
Okay.
By the way, I don't know that we got your princess's name.
Princess Isabel?
Wonderful, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
That's Dad. That's Adam Dad. That's Dr. Crane Dad. That's that one is Hawkwood Dad.
Oh, little Liebkin.
And that one is Sigor Dad. Oh.
My heart. My heart can't handle this.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you. I am Aetherwillow Egan Elderpand. But you can call me Aethos.
I'm
Elzilla,
Smiley.
Otto, pancakes.
Close enough. Close enough.
Okay. I'll just call you pancakes.
Okay.
He runs a cold library.
With the snow?
Yes, it is a cold
The
library.
books explode too?
They do not. Well, no, some of them do, actually.
Can you teach me to read?
Can I read?
Can you teach me to read?
I could start to. I don't know that I have enough time to teach you
As
fully.
this is going on, everyone make perception checks.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Hey, this time I got a 9.
Nice.
These dice suck.
This time I got a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Nice.
I got a 9.
21.
Okay, hold on. I need to write these down for no apparent reason.
No.
Everyone was saying them so quick that I didn't get to write them down fast enough. Okay, let's start with Smiley.
23.
23. Adam.
21.
21. Hawkward.
9.
And Athos.
Also a 9.
Who has higher dexterity or wants to go first out of that for no reason?
My reflex?
Yep.
My reflex is a
Well, I mean, dexterity is how I would be, because you'd actually be looking at the
there it
dex
is. I have a
for this one.
+4.
Okay.
I have a +2.
Okay, so Hawkward could go first. For no apparent reason. Adam, you take 1 point of piercing damage as you feel a knife stick into your back suddenly. And Smiley, from the distance, you see the glisten of a light on something metallic before the knife is thrown out and strikes into Adam's back. Adam, it doesn't hurt. You just see it.
What? Why would you do that?
So we were brought all the way out here, and none of you are actually even doing what you said you would? You hear the French accents. That's not French, but the French accent.
We were trying to figure out what is going on.
You see the 3 elves from before standing at the on top of the lake. There's a ledge area around the dining hall that's clearly meant for gargoyles and stuff like that, and they're all up there. One of them just threw a dagger at Adam.
I thought it would be a problem if you came here.
But then we discovered that you weren't even going to do the job.
Of kidnapping a girl who lives here?
She is not their little girl. Does she even look like them?
She doesn't really look like you either.
She's one of ours. She's our princess.
Yet you're the one that put her in silver manacles when
You're
she's a werewolf?
with a monster. Why are you sitting there at a table with that thing?
I told you, we're diplomats from the north and we're having a diplomatic meeting.
It's a tea party.
One of them jumps down.
How do I roll initiative?
Dice.
Perception is initiative. That's what those rolls were for.
Yeah, perception is initiative.
I did not realize that perception is initiative.
Yeah.
So,
that's why I was saying for no real reason.
Also, quick question. The knife that's in my chest, can I just have it?
Yeah.
Can you just have it?
So, with the 23
I'm
first, right?
Protection from poisons?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a +2 to saving throws against them. But
Make
I'm not
a
immune.
saving throw for against poisons from the knife.
Why would you do this to me? I'm a simple man, having a tea party with my child. What kind of saving fortitude, right?
Yep.
So that's 22.
Oh yeah, that saves. You take no damage from the poison.
I'm a simple man trying to have a tea party with my child.
So
the one jumps down, and then the two others also jump down.
as soon as he drops
Smiley,
down, I'm doing sudden charge to. I
was going to say you are first. Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing sudden charge and tackling one of them and meleeing.
How far does that go?
Stride twice. I don't know.
So that means 2 actions of your 3 actions?
No, in one action you get to use 2. Unless, wait, sudden charge is a 2-action attack.
The sudden charge is a 2-action.
2-action ability, yeah. So you use 2 actions to charge towards them and attack?
And attack, yeah. It's all in one thing. So
it depends on how far you had to travel, right?
Yes, I guess.
What does it state? Does it say you need to travel for the second
charge with a quick sprint? You dash up to your foe and swing. Stride twice. If you end your movement within melee reach of at least one enemy, you can make a melee strike against that enemy.
Yeah, you definitely stride twice. So I'm assuming you're doing that whole hands and feet running towards them, jump up and punch, or
yeah. I'm not raging yet, but I'm definitely punching someone in the face.
All right. You go straight for the front guy who was Arrow. You can tell because each one has an A, the other one has a B, and the other one has a C on their clothing.
What bitches?
Okay.
Oh, it's spelled with a C. I understand now.
Yeah.
See?
Arrow, Barrow, Sarrow.
Okay, so I'm.
These creators of NPCs clearly were very creative.
Why is it not rolling? There we go.
So 2 actions, your attack. What's your roll?
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay. For 6 points of damage with a fist.
Oh wow! You swing down. Is it with a claw?
Nope, it's just a fist.
Okay, you swing down while you jump up and go into an immediate run on your hands and feet, and as you reach them, leap up and swing downwards, punching into one of them, hitting them pretty hard. Arrow steps back a bit after, but not leaving range, just staggered. After the strike, I believe you still have one more action.
I do, but I'm just going to say, you are being extremely rude. We are having a conversation.
Is that your turn?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, Adam, you're actually up next.
I will. I guess I'll get up and move towards one of the elves, and I just do it with like the air of like this always happens.
Yep. You rush towards the elves.
I'm assuming, are they 25 or 30?
They're about 25, yeah.
Okay, so that's what action.
The closest one is 25, but Smiley is in front of them, but you can probably squeak in there from the side.
If not, I'll go to another one. I'll leave Smiley to that one and just go then to the next.
Okay, so you're going to go to Barrow?
Yes.
That would require 2 actions to move towards them because he was about 10 feet back from the other.
That's fine. I'll take the 2 action movement and I will reach, I will have my sword and just slash.
Slash down, alright.
Just a quick attack.
Roll to hit.
No.
What'd you roll?
7.
That does not hit.
I rolled a 2.
You swing down with your blade, but you were a little bit cocky because you're used to doing this, and it just misses.
It's still in like the, it's like half collapsed still, so I was like, it's not fully out. I didn't finish. Alright, well.
And then you have, I assume, another attack?
Nope, I used
Or was that 2 action move?
2 movements
Then
and
1
attack.
Yeah. But you have met eyes with Barrow, who is a little bit intimidated just by your presence. He takes a step back while he's looking at you. Arrow will strike first towards Smiley. Plus, where's there to hit? 14 to hit.
For Smiley,
Mm-hmm.
I have an 18 AC.
Oh, then you're good. He will take a second swing. Ooh. Okay, well that one's gonna hit. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
So what does this one work again? Is it double the dice or does it add an extra die? I think it adds an extra die.
Let me.
I can't remember which one this one is.
Because this one has like actual rules for critting.
Yeah, Pathfinder 2E, critical, natural 20, critical hit.
You roll double damage.
Double damage? Okay.
Double damage on all dice. So if you have any additional like sneak attacks, spells, whatever, those also get doubled.
They hit maximum damage on that for 8 piercing as they strike into you with their dagger and hit what felt to be vital, and it hurts.
Also,
it's not like how in PvP, this is an actual... It hurts a lot more than it did in PvP.
Okay.
You pull back instinctively and cover the wound. It's bleeding profusely. Make a fortitude save.
8.
Oh. Where's the conditions for this?
I assume I'm poisoned?
Yeah.
Poisons do specific things. Pathfinder.
Yeah, poisons do specific things. I'm trying to find which poison this one is. Ooh, okay, it's not doing anything right now, but try not to get more stacks. You're gonna have to make saves, so...
Okay.
It moves to Barrow, who is kind of intimidated by Adam, so they take a couple more steps back and try to run around Adam. Do you have an attack of opportunity? Is that not part of your...
Not this class, no.
No. So they run past you and towards the table where Sigor was, but they can't... They get to him with 2 actions and then take a strike towards him. And miss horribly. They pull out their blade, and you can actually see that they're kind of shaking, that maybe they don't have the same confidence as their sibling Eros does, and their blade actually falls out of their hand as they're striking down towards Sigor. Sigor. Syros is the other one. And then Ciro, what's he gonna do? He sees one of his brothers being badass, one of them sucking. He's gonna go and intercept Adam because he thinks his brother's dealing with this cat. So takes 1 step to move. That's gonna miss for sure. 15 to hit.
I still have an 18 AC.
Not you.
Me.
Adam.
I'll use my reaction to raise my shield block, and raise my AC by 2 because that does hit. 15 would hit.
Okay.
But I'm gonna raise
So
it to
shield
16.
block?
Yeah, I'm raising it to 16, so then it doesn't.
Is that the one where you can't do it again, or?
I can do. Let's see. When you have your shield raised, you can do it. My shield can break is the thing. So like, if they do too much damage on it, it will.
Oh, this is the one where it reduces damage, right?
Yeah.
It splits the damage in half because you didn't raise your shield as part of your movements?
No. So as a reaction, shield block is whenever I would take damage or would be hit, you snap your shield in place. Your shield prevents you from taking an amount of damage up to the shield's hardness. So whatever... and it also raises my AC by 2, so whatever damage I would take... but I don't think I take damage if my AC
I don't see anything about raising the AC, but I do see the damage thing.
Then what is this
I
for?
think you actually have to use the shield block.
Oh no, because it's a steel shield. So shield block is the action, but you use your AC by whatever the shields is, which is +2. Because I spent all my money on only my weapons.
Shield.
Yeah. Yeah. You snap your shield in place to ward off a blow. Your shield prevents you from taking an amount of damage up to the shield's hardness. You and the shield each take any remaining damage, possibly breaking or destroying the shield. But if I raise my
I'm
shield...
pretty sure raise shield is an action, though.
It's a reaction. Shield block.
Shield block is a reaction. While you have your shield raised is part of the trigger.
Oh, so I have to raise shield and
raise shield is an action that you have to do on your turn.
Gross. Okay, well then never mind. Ignore me. That hits.
That is 4 piercing damage, and you'll have to make a fortitude save.
Alright. A good number. 19 plus 7 for the fortitude save.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh wait, and plus another 2.
Oh yeah, you're definitely fine. The poison, you can feel it entering your body, but it doesn't do anything. It just shake it off, because you've had this poison hit you before. They're constantly throwing knives at you that are poisoned, and it just... You're getting immune to it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I
also don't have blood, really, to pump this poison through my body.
And, okay, yeah. That's definitely it. Hawkward, you're up. Oh, you're not there.
Oh, no, I'm here. Sorry, I just went and
okay.
closed my bedroom door because my roommate's trying to sleep. Okay, I will pull out a kitchen knife from my apron, and then
I thought you had a pan.
I do. I
okay.
have 2 weapon, because I'm a ranger. So I'm pulling a kitchen knife, and then also my cast iron frying pan, and head over to whoever is closest to me.
Perfect.
And then
that would be Zero, probably. Actually, you see Sigor being attacked in the corner. Are you going towards them? Because you know that they're not very good at fighting.
Yeah, I'll go to Sigor.
Okay. And you rush over to Barrow at that point.
Yeah, and then I will do a twin takedown. And
all right.
Take 2 swipes at him. One with a pan and one with... Move all my dice out of the way. With my frying pan, it's going to be 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Okay. But with my dagger, it is going to be in the 20s. It's 22 to hit. So the dagger is 22. Yeah.
Did you remove your minus from that as well, or do you not have a... Okay,
I removed my minus.
22 hits.
Yeah, because I have flurry, which instead of doing -5, it's only -2 with an agile weapon.
Okay, cool. Wait, so you had a 20?
I had an 18, and I have +7.
So minus 2,
so minus
plus
2,
5,
make it 5.
23.
18, 23.
Yeah. Okay.
So 4, 5. So that's 6 points of damage. I'll stab him with my kitchen knife.
They have not been hurt yet. Yeah. With the kitchen knife, you slash into them, and he takes a step back. He was already intimidated by the fact he dropped his knife while trying to attack someone. And then you came up and hit him. He's looking back at his brother, and he is very not sure about the situation. He looks ready to surrender. Another good strike might make that decision a thing.
Yeah, I will use... I will try and hit him one more time with my frying pan.
All right.
This will be... Oh, that's better. Sorry, I'm trying to math right now. 17 minus 6. Nah, it's not going to hit. It's only 11.
17, isn't it? Don't you have a -2 and then a minus 4?
This is not a this is not an agile weapon.
Oh,
so
okay.
I still, it's not as bad as a -10.
I mean, your frying pan would be an agile weapon for me.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's part
then
of your character. Yeah. You wanted to have a frying pan as a weapon. I just made it a knife with a frying pan skin. Like, that's...
Perfect. Okay, so that would be... I can't math anymore.
What is
This
it?
is why I struggle. Okay, so it's...
Wait, is this your first or second attack?
This is technically my third attack.
So
because my twin takedown still counts as the 2. It's just one action to do the 2.
And that made it a...
-8 then, on whatever attack you're doing.
This is why I struggle with Pathfinder, because it's hard to attack multiple times. So it's, okay, 15 plus 6, 21 minus 6. So pretty much it's a 15 still.
Yeah.
15 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Is it a -6? I feel like your flurry makes it less than that. But
the flurry, it's a flurry is... Yeah, it's -4. It's 17.
17 hits?
I have to change that because I have it set to non-agile. Sorry, new system.
No, we're all on a new system. We haven't played Pathfinder in a year.
So that's 5 points of damage to him.
5 points of damage. All right. After the second attack, and you swing through first with a knife, cutting across their chest. Secondly, bash them over the side of the head with a frying pan. They drop to their knee and begin groveling in surrender.
Oh, I don't think you should hurt my friend anymore.
And you can hear the trickling of urine.
Oh, I'm going to clean that up.
That takes us to... I'm assuming that's your whole turn? Move,
that's
attack,
whole turn.
attack.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Aethys.
Okay, so one of them is down on their knees surrendering?
Yep.
Okay. What I know you have 3 of those little pointy triangle symbols per turn, right?
Cantrip usually costs 2 or 1.
Right. What does just talking cost?
Nothing. Talking for a short period of time is free.
Okay. I will just look at the other 2. Motion towards the one that's on the ground. This is why immediately fighting is not a good idea. Can we all calm down and just talk about this?
Oh, I want to make it an intimidation check, but I have a feeling that you don't have very good intimidation.
It's actually a +6.
I mean, okay, then prove me wrong. Yep.
I mean, it's about as the same as all of my others.
Because I know it's intimidation versus something.
Diplomacy?
You're attempting to, I guess, coerce? So tell someone what to do?
I think it's against... No, it's against one of their DCs,
will DC.
I believe.
If it's coercion, which is...
Yeah, it's will DC.
Yeah, it's intimidation against your will DC.
Yeah.
Okay, so I roll intimidation. I will do that. Why? I have gone through so many dice. That's a 9, because that's a 3.
Oh, that's too bad. That barely fails. Ciro seems a little bit intimidated. He's unsure. He's got the monster. He sees one of his brothers is down. Arrow is still attacking strong. So he seems confused. Perhaps more persuasion would help, but that I'm going to count that as one action to intimidate.
That's fair. Arrow was the one that did not look too impressed.
Yeah, Arrow's the one who stabbed into Smiley pretty good. Oh shit, I forgot Junebug's here. Whoops. We're fine.
She's hiding under the table. It's fine.
She is hiding under she grabbed Isabel and immediately went under the table.
Good choice.
She's not useless.
So, leveled spells, I have 1 cast per how long? Is it
It's a long rest, just like
it's a long rest. Okay.
Yeah, 8 hours actually.
Right. It's HP
Yeah.
that's weird in this game, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I will look at Arrow. Just say, so you want to do it the hard way? That's fine. And I will cast hydraulic push at them to try to push them away from Smiley. So I make a ranged spell attack. I will do that. I hate dice.
Oh, buddy.
That's 11.
What are your dice even doing?
Well, this time I rolled a 4. It's one step up, then a 3. Don't worry. This is just how I am as a player. It's fine.
It doesn't say that there's any damage. It doesn't say it should be.
Yeah, no, it's just damage on success or critical, and then it has the pushback on a critical success. So
I always thought that these spells had a thingy where they do half damage is still no matter what, because this is a leveled spell, right?
No, only certain spells have that.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's all right. He just really isn't intimidating. He shot a little water, like a water gun at you.
That was more like a water gun. There was more water outside.
Yes, that's right. Carry on.
That reinvigorated Cyros a little, but Barros is still down.
For now.
That takes us to Smiley. You've been stabbed. It hurts.
And
you feel poisoned.
You bring poison blades against Smiley? You have... Where is honor? And rage.
Yep.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your house. Dishonor
You
on
are
your
raged.
So rage, and then another sudden charge against the guy that hit me with the sword, unless he's already within
melee. It's a
melee.
dagger, and he's still in front of you.
Oh, if he's still in front of me, then yeah.
He's engaged with you. Not like romantically, but
so when Smiley rages, her claws get a little bigger, and the muscles in her jaw, like her jaw very visibly kind of dislocates to accommodate a bigger bite for the saber teeth.
Nice.
And yeah.
Are you raising your hand, Squid? Is everything okay?
I'm just touching my mouth because that just sounds like it hurts, especially if you're feeling new sensations in a game for the first time.
Yeah, you feel this. You actually feel as your mouth dislocates and these teeth, are ready for a massive bite.
And but this is it's very clear that some of the character choices are overriding
Yep.
The impulses at this point, and yeah, you bring poison blade against Smiley, you have no honor, and chomp.
Nom nom. Okay. Nom nom.
So
you unhinge your jaw basically and massive bite into them, or try.
Ugh, and I miss with the first attack. It was a 9
in total.
In total, yeah.
Yep, that misses.
And
Arrow takes a step back and avoids your first strike barely. It's more of an intimidation. He seems very confused now that there's this massive mouth opening and readying for a bigger bite.
Because it'll do 1d10 plus 4 if I land a hit.
Uh-huh.
And I'll also take a swipe with the claws. For my third action. That's 18 total to hit.
That's with the negative?
Yeah, it takes
nice,
a minus
that
4.
hits.
Yeah. So yeah, damage. Supposed to be 1d6 plus 4. Oh wait, plus 5 because I'm raging. So 6 total damage from the claw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and because I'm raging, I gain 2 temporary hit points.
Is that everything?
Yes, that's everything.
Cool. So you dislocate your jaw, you try to take a bite at them, the bite misses, but they look rather intimidated, enough so that they were staring at your mouth and you managed to get this secondary attack with your claws upwards, striking across their chest and cutting right through the leather armor that they were wearing. That takes us to Adam.
Yeah, and Smiley looks significantly more feral while they're raging, so.
How... Because the one moved away from me, so how far are the other two?
The other one's basically right beside you, like, side by side.
5 feet, so I can just attack from here.
Yeah, you could definitely swing with your weapon. It wouldn't give +2, a -2 to them, because you're not diagonal with
Okay.
with Smiley, but you are right beside them.
Well, then I will do that. I will just, and then I'm gonna, since I'm not holding my sword, my shield, I have to do the raise a shield action. I'm instead gonna two-hand my sword for higher damage.
Yeah, usually raise a shield. You do it at the end of your turn. With your last action, just so you always have that. Just so you know.
Oh, okay. I don't usually use these kinds of characters. Does 16 hit?
16?
Yes.
It does not, but it's so close.
Oh.
You strike down with your blade, and you actually, like, slice into the leather of their shoe, but don't do any damage, as it just cuts away at their shoe as they slowly dodge.
How far from me is that? Are any of my allies within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, well, yes, but not diagonally.
Okay, well then that's...
If you wanted to use an action to move, I'll let you cheat that. I'll let you move one action so you can make sure your attack hits.
No, that's not why. I have an ability, but it's kind of an explosion, and if they're within 5 feet of me, they'll
yeah, you're literally standing right beside Smiley.
That's why I'm like, okay, then I won't do that. I won't explode.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I will just try to hit again.
Okay.
So that was one action attack. Actually, I will take one action. I attacked. I'm gonna do overdrive instead. I need to make a crafting check to give myself a plus to my damage.
Okay.
It says attempt a crafting check that has a standard DC for your level. I don't know what that means.
So your level is 1, so 10 plus 1.
Okay. Ooh, so please. It's 20.
Yep.
That doesn't critically succeed though. But
no, very close. It only need one more to critically.
I know. But that is a success. So all of the like little doodads on my person, the little I have a little pouch and all of that, they immediately start like whirring and clicking.
Yep.
Additional damage if I hit will be half my intelligence modifier. And then I'm going to hit again, and this is my last action. this is my second attack, so it's just a flat 17.
17 hits.
Alright, and since I'm two-handing it, that's a d12 plus 3.
Nice. Is that half your intelligence?
No, my intelligence modifier is 4, so it's 2 plus the 1 for my
2
damage.
plus the 1. Yeah.
So that's 8, 9, 11. 11. Let's go with slashing damage.
11 slashing damage?
Yep.
So when you tried to strike into Barrow, your blade was left in a position into Arrow. Your blade was left in a position where it kind of stuck on their shoe and made it so even though they dodged the first strike, they couldn't dodge the second as you pulled upwards and swung into their body, trying to pull it back over your shoulder and sliced clean across them. And thank goodness Isabel is with Junebug, because you cleanly slice this man in half as you pull the blade back up, and his body just over as the legs fall forward.
Oh, that I didn't mean. I just wanted you to stop hitting me. Whoops.
So Arrow is down.
Can I?
He is half the man he was before.
I don't. I'm done. I just look to the other two and go, we should stop.
Make an intimidation check. You'll have a +2.
Surprisingly, not trained in intimidation.
Fair.
You wouldn't be. That does make sense for you.
This is a 15.
15? That's good enough. Barrows, who was already down, is like, yep. Yells brother and runs towards Arrow, and Ciro is also freaking out. So...
Whoopsie doodle.
You just ended that man's career.
Listen, I didn't think he had so little health. Why
He'll
would you
never
come
play
here?
piano again.
Why would you come here with so little health?
Dr. Crane rushes over and says, well, I can always fix that. And after
That's my turn.
What seems to be like 2 minutes of stitching, they do put them back together, and Arrow has life breathed back into them, but perhaps unlife more than life.
Are we out of combat? Is that the
Yes.
end? Oh, okay. Whoops.
The two brothers have surrendered, and the other one is being stitched back together by the necromancer.
I did try to warn you, but no one would listen to me.
He's gesturing at the other half of his body that's right there. I didn't know!
Yeah, but it's very rude to come and interrupt the tea party. I will go and check on Isabel. Oh, my little Liebkin, are you okay, darling?
She's under the table with Junebug, who is covering her eyes and is looking horrified at the mess across the room over there. Like, this is not a game anymore.
Oh, come here, my sweet little Liebkin.
And Smiley is pacing and has their claws ready to go, because in Pathfinder, apparently you can't turn off rage at will.
You cannot turn off rage.
You gotta wait the full time.
Just pacing for the rest of a minute. Just
no one else is perceived as an enemy. You're just pacing around like a cat around its prey.
Can I get Isabel out from under the table?
Can you what?
Can I get Isabel out from under the table and I'll kind of pick her up?
Junebug doesn't even like fight you for her. You just reach in, grab Isabel, and Junebug is like under the table shaking.
I'll kind of like wrap my wings around her, so I'll have her like against my chest, but like wrap my wings around her.
So you have Isabel wrapped around?
Yeah. Oh, that's okay, little Liebkin. You are safe now.
Did Adam Dad destroy the other guy?
Oh, yes, marvelously.
Oh, that's so cool. Should I see?
I don't know. I don't think your fathers would like that. Let's just say he won't be playing soccer anytime soon.
Oh, I like soccer.
I know, it's quite sad.
And then I'm assuming the two of you walk off to a different room.
Yeah, I'll like take her down. Like, oh, I have some lovely cookies in the kitchen for the tea party. Let's go try one.
And after 2 minutes of Crane keeping this guy barely alive and stitching him back together and using the unlife that they have inside of them, Arrow has been fixed.
Reborn.
Is this
and as they're reborn, it's Adam's clapping apparently.
Can I peek down at Jude, who's under the table, and just go, "Oh, it's okay. You can come out now. It's fine." And just splatter of blood all over my face.
That's
I mean,
so weird.
It's fine.
Is this an abnormal amount of violence for the rating on this game?
No. Like, the game, whenever you'd cut something in half, it would be like white light, and there would be no blood or gore or anything.
Okay. So it is abnormal. All right.
It would just shatter and vanish into light.
That's kind of what I thought. Athos is debating if his daughter should really be playing this game anymore, not that she can stop.
Well, I thought her deal was that she just can't log out of the device. It doesn't matter what
She
she's
could log
doing.
in. She could be in a different game.
Time for her to play
okay.
Minecraft.
Yeah. All right. Time to go play Minecraft then.
Yep. Play a different game. She just can't. This isn't the only game that exists.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is just the one where she could also make money while playing, which is what she was doing.
Gotcha.
She was paying for her own medical care and stuff like that.
I don't think she's allowed to play this game anymore.
Yep. What are you doing? You've got,
Are you guys? Is everybody okay? Do we need? Well, you're not, and I just points to Arrow. But everybody else, are you fine?
Junebug comes out from under the table and looks at the pacing, Smiley. Smiley's bleeding everywhere.
Oh, do you need help? I could help.
And it did take a minute for because the rage only lasts a minute. So, yes, I could use some assistance.
Oh, okay. Well, here, and then I'm just gonna thrust my sword at you. But I'm not stabbing you. I want that to be clear. I'm doing treat wounds.
It looks like you're getting stabbed. You fully get stabbed.
I do treat wounds, but I'm using specifically risky surgery so that you get more HP when it happens. And risky surgery does require that I do injure you just a tiny little bit before I heal you.
So how much do you injure them for?
You do take 1d8 of damage.
Okay.
You do take a d8, but then I roll to heal you, and I get a +2 to that roll, and it automatically turns any success to a crit. So then you'll get 4d8.
So roll the d8 first.
I'm gonna roll the d8 first.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that, a 2.
Immediately kills Smiley.
So you take.
Well, no, I had 10 hit points left.
Yep.
Oof.
So Smiley takes 2.
And then I
just gets suddenly stabbed. Athos, you see your companion after asking for help gets stabbed.
Yeah, he definitely flinches, and I don't know if he can just like prepare a spell just in case or not.
And that is what is the DC? Oh, okay, so I passed 17 plus 2. It's 19.
So how much do you heal?
It's a critical success, so 4d8.
Woo!
Okay, so are you going to roll those, or do I roll those?
I roll those for this.
Okay.
Because I have to roll them also. And if you had the wounded condition, you don't. Oh, look at that.
But
That's
they don't.
A 6, an 8, a 5, and a 3. That's math.
8, 11, 6, 17, and a 5, 22.
22.
Okay, so I'm all healed up then.
Yeah.
And as the blade is pulled out of your body, you can actually see the area where the clothing is cut away. That the wound entirely healed, and you are scarless.
You're Scarless Johansson.
Yep.
Weird.
And Aethos, you can see that their wound's been entirely healed after they were just stabbed. Even the stab wound is healed.
That's a terrifying way of doing things, but
there are these little
work.
tattooy looking stitches on their body that if you wiped at them, just kind of wipe off. But it's like one of those temporary tattoos where it looks like little stitches.
That's strange.
It's usually whenever I get hurt, you have to put it back together, or just put a knife in there to get something moving into the right place.
I see. Well, thank you.
I appreciate it. I think.
I don't need any healing. I'm good. Thank you. That's great. Thumbs up.
Okay. If anyone else needs any, I'm just holding my
In fact,
sword.
if I ever need the healing, please don't. I'll be good.
Oh, it's fine. It doesn't really... Well, it hurts a little bit, but that's okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself. And you just see me turn the sword, slash at my shoulder.
Okay. Can you only risk surgery once per short rest per each person or something, or?
I can only do it once per person for an hour. They're immune after an hour.
For an hour? Okay.
Yeah, but I can do it as multiple people, but then I can't.
What happens if you take them out first? Can they still be healed? Like if they had 1 HP somehow?
Don't know what happens then.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I'll look it up later.
Presumably, it's still healing. It's just non-magical healing. Yeah. So unless I kill them, I think I can still do healing. They just wait, no. Okay. Remember, not 5e. You're unconscious, so you still have all of those stacks.
I'll look it up later to see what happens. But yeah.
So, decide I'm gonna heal
I am curious.
While this scene continues.
Barrow and Sarah are still here?
Yeah, they are. And Arrow is also still here. Arrow is looking over their new body, where half of their body is very pale and the other half looks the same. Their legs are still moving, but they're like, I don't feel so good.
Mr. Stark.
Listen.
Tavern night.
Also, I crit. I rolled a natural 20, but I already had a critical success from the risky surgery.
Yeah.
So it's a waste.
That sucks. So, I don't remember this game having blood like that.
Me neither.
And there are some concerning.
We really need to find Lily.
Yes, we do.
Sparkle Cat.
What's the word? Yes. Implications about my mental capacity at the moment.
Everyone.
I'll just give Junebug a little pat on the head.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yes. And Sid, when you come back.
What?
I'm just bringing Isabel back.
Okay.
The body is no longer on the floor. There's no blood, but there's always blood in the castle.
Yep. And telling her how you make cookies from scratch.
I've wiped off my face.
So, why the hell are you trying to kidnap this girl? You three that are pissing themselves.
Yes, I also have that question. I want an explanation.
We are not trying to kid. She is one of ours. Oh God, I don't know what the fuck this is at all anymore.
Okay.
Yet, she doesn't want to go with you.
It doesn't matter. She has to be with family. She can't just be here with them, with the monster that literally just cut me in half.
It was on accident. I was trying to pick my sword up.
If that was an accident, I'd hate to see what you do on purpose to her. She's just a small child. You cannot take care of her.
She seems quite happy here.
I only had attack people who invade our house, like you and the other adventurers. Usually with Isabel, we just have tea parties, or we go hang out by the lake, by the river.
Have you ever asked her where she wants to be?
Of course she would not want to be here. Why would she ever want to be here with all the monsters?
But have you actually asked her that?
Isabel? Princess?
Yeah?
Where is home?
I'm home, Cat Mom.
Yeah, good job, you've been adopted.
I think. That's interesting.
Yes, you're a mother now. Congrats.
And you
was
don't belong
that Elf Dad?
And you don't belong in a forest or something?
And I'm assuming you're bringing them back at this point.
Yeah, I'm bringing back. We're carrying, like, she's helped me carry, like, a tray of cookies. They're shaped like wolves and moons.
Is this castle where you want to live, dear?
Yeah, I want to live with Dad and other Dad, and if you want to stay here too, you could be Cat Mom, and you can be.
I'm pretty sure I don't live here, although I'm not.
We do have a lot of rooms if you would like to stay.
There's like a bajillion of them.
Point is, Angry Elf Boys, she wants to be here.
Well, this is not the last you've heard of the Arrow, Barrow, and Sarah brothers.
And I just pick up my sword and go, are you coming back then?
Never.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, good answer. Here's a cookie.
They take the cookie because they're intimidated.
When it comes to Arab, like, do you want to have a cookie to match your new half a body or no?
Stares, takes a full cookie.
Okay. We won't go halfsies then.
This is... I've never been treated this way before. And the three of them will... Arrow will turn around and walk away, and the two
You
of
should
them
have half expected it at this point.
Fuck off!
Also, it's not like you paid us in advance.
At least paid you in half, right?
The two other brothers are like, hey, thanks for the cookie. And then they walk off very politely. And then you hear, which one of these opens the door? Open door! And then
no. Don't pull those. I hope they didn't pull the one with the spikes. So
you just hear the of three of them falling, and they keep screaming. Oh no! Oh, they may have used the wrong door.
You were halfway out the door too.
I think it was the spikes. Should I go get them out of the pit?
Yeah. Oh right, we're not doing that more. Yeah, sure. Go and get them.
Oh, say we're halfway there.
I'll go grab them. I'll just go walk over to the like down the stairs to the door just to check.
Yeah, the 20 minutes of stairs.
Fucking callous. It's cardio every day, which is so hard for a heart that barely beats. It's confusing.
And I think with that we will end this session.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That was wild, and I don't know what any of my accents were, but they were there.
That's okay. I have to talk like this for the rest of my life.
I had intended to do like a Swedish accent for when Smiley was in character, and I just was like, no, that's not going to happen.
I tried to make my voice scratchy, and I can't do that, so.
That's fair.
I can't make myself sound dead. I tried.
I think we'll be back next Friday?
Yes, we'll see you next Friday for
an
episode of Andaria.
Andaria.
Oh, I was
perfect.
No, it's
What's going
mine.
on next Friday? Yeah, it's your turn.
Woo! We'll probably finally get to Pumpkin.
And then
'Cause we're in
hopefully,
town now.
as long as if someone can't make it, we will be doing another episode of this. If everyone can make it, we will be doing Aldrich Academy.
Whoop, whoop.
But we're hoping to do this bi-weekly from now on. This wild and wacky show of I don't know what happened.
Campiness.
Fun times. Beautiful. But we will see y'all next week.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Oh my god.
Disgusted
Jesus.
by you.
Bye-bye.
We need to cut before you can say that.
Exactly. Bye-bye.
Hi.